the time, nurtured right. Them man there be learning life, rehearsing life. Trust me, far from certified. Acting while you sleep, I'm working nights. I want all the ups to feel like that Jurgen guy on Merseyside.
Yes, guys. Yes, people. What is everybody saying? Big up everyone that's locked in. Another day without any football. But there might be Chelsea back on Wednesday. There might be. I don't even know at this point because Arsenal's got their game postponed against PSV, and now I don't know if Chelsea's game is going to get postponed. We're hearing the Liverpool game might get postponed as well. God forbid, like another 2.5 weeks of trying to scrape content at the bottom of the barrel. I cannot be fucked for it at all. But yeah, big up everybody that is in here. We still got over 100 of you guys in here at the start of the stream. I know we're all struggling right now without football, but hopefully at least we get a little morsel of it on Wednesday. We get to see Graham Potter's pot-smoking Blues make their first step onto a football pitch. Hopefully on Wednesday, but we'll see. Big up everyone. Big up Jesters. Yeah, that has become a new catchphrase. I'm glad people are noticing as well. Big up Sean, Brian, Kushal, Jacob, Johnny, Inferno, Brian, Tuchel. Big up yourself. Truth Seeker, Gavman, Destruction, Nikoi. Yeah, big up everybody. Sorry for the lateness and everything. Literally just came in late from the gym, and then I heard about the Arsenal and PSV game getting cancelled, and now I'm just checking around to see, is the Chelsea game going to get cancelled? Am I getting my hopes a little bit too high up for this game or not? God knows. God knows. Potter's Potheads. Love that one. Love that. Yeah, we'll talk about the whole fixture bullshit that's going on this week, which is really just pissing me off at this point. We can discuss the Kante contract situation and also how Billy Gilmour fucked himself by leaving on transfer deadline day. But yeah, this is like a new stream / Q&A stream / God knows. I don't know. We're going to make it up as we go along. But to everyone that's already locked in here, big up you guys. If you guys got anything you want to talk about, literally just drop anything you want to talk about in the comment section and we can discuss it. I'll send the link out to the panel. We'll see what everyone's saying. Hopefully it's not as chaotic as the last time, although I don't know what to make of these streams anymore. Sometimes they're peaceful. Sometimes I leave these streams, I'm thinking, how the fuck do I still have a YouTube channel at this point? God knows. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Everyone run the likes up, though. Run the likes up. Jeff says, I hope we're not pot smoking Blues. We'll be all over the place. We have been playing like we were pot smoking Blues. So yeah, you know what? Maybe they all need to come off it for a few weeks. Maybe they do. Auber and Gilmour are two sides of the same struggle right now. No, at least Aubameyang found himself at a decent club. Like he had to leave Barcelona, and at least he found himself at a European side. Gilmour kind of forced his way out to Brighton. Even though I kind of get it. Like, I'm not going to criticize Gilmour too much, but I'm also not going to baby him and be like, oh, poor Gilmour. He got so fucked over in this whole situation. Not really. Gilmour also came back from a shit loan against Norwich and then thought he could force his way into the side. If he was to go on loan somewhere, I would completely understand it. If you're going out on a permanent transfer, you're just trusting in your own ability. And fair play if you want to do that. But let's not act like you're justified a start in the squad. Even if you have had limited opportunities under Tuchel, when you went out on loan, you didn't impress. Like, there's players who have had impressive loans and have still gone back out on loan. Like Levi Colwill, for example. Ethan Ampadu, I think, potentially. Like, there's plenty of names you could pull out of people who have come back from brilliant loans and then they've just been sent straight out back on loan to another club. Gilmour, like Roadman says, should have been patient, especially if the ownership are telling you things could change. Like, we'll go into the thing quickly. Where is it? David Ornstein said Tuchel encouraged Gilmour to leave on the basis that playing under Potter would be perfect for his career development. Bowley suggested he wait and implied, without going into detail, that things could change. Gilmour was adamant he wanted to leave, though. And that kind of mentality makes sense because we heard earlier in the summer that Gilmour didn't want a loan. He either wanted to fight his way into the Chelsea squad or he wanted to leave and then just try and make his way at another club. So I believe what Ornstein's saying, and Ornstein's also very reliable. He went into more depth saying Tuchel is said to have informed Gilmour that he did not have a shirt number and that he was not in his plans before the end of the summer window. What else did he say? Gilmour later acquired the number 35 for the game against Southampton, but he had received a bid from Brighton, and Tuchel had urged him to accept it since he believed that playing for Potter would be ideal for his professional advancement. That is such a brutal sentence. Playing for Potter would be ideal for his professional advancement. What an L! What an L! Oh my gosh. Gilmour was told during a meeting on deadline day that the new Chelsea ownership would prefer for him to stay at the club. This doesn't look good. Bowley was thought to have suggested Gilmour wait for his opportunity at Stamford Bridge and implied, without going into detail, that the situation could soon change. Gilmour, though, was adamant that he wished to leave, and with neither party interested in another loan arrangement, he signed permanently for Brighton. It's interesting that, from the sounds of it, Bowley wasn't interested in the loan arrangement because that would have been what was best for him. That's what I think we could all agree on. Send him out on another loan deal if he really wants to go out and get that extra game time. Selling him, if Chelsea were down for it as well, doesn't make sense. We could say Tuchel did Gilmour dirty, but Tuchel didn't expect to be sacked. I don't think Gilmour expected Tuchel to be sacked, which is why he wanted to leave too. Even with the board, it's like, how are you letting someone that you necessarily want to keep go out on a permanent transfer to back the manager that you want to get rid of? Because what we're reading in here as well is that he implied, without going into detail, the situation could soon change. And all that says is by deadline day, Tuchel's number was already marked out. And it sounds like they had already got to the point where they're probably going to sack him. It was just a case of when and not if. So why do you let Gilmour go out on loan in that situation? That doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, poor Gilmour or anything like that, because he made his choice. He has to stand by it. I'm surprised we allowed it to happen if Tuchel was going to be leaving, but it is what it is. Just no Cobham sexual start crying in the comment section or anything. It is what it is. At least we brought in a DM afterwards and we got Zakaria in. If we didn't do that, then I would be pissed off. Because then it's a case of, why'd you let your only depth go in and you don't bring anybody back? We let Gilmour go. We brought in somebody that we can sign for 30 million if he has a good loan spell for us. Is what it is. It is what it is. Gilmour's going to have to hold that. But let me know you guys' comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, because we haven't hit 100 likes. We barely hit 60. So guys, hit the like button. And also, if you guys want to help the channel, drop a little super chat. I'm not going to tell you to, but I'd like you to. So if you guys want to help the channel, bust a little super chat. Oh, Clicks, big up yourself, man. And the Roman Reigns acknowledge me, but big up yourself. And Ilias as well. Big up the pair of you guys. Right, what were we all saying? Yes, Gilmour should have remained patient. And yes, by the way, I am Ethiopian. Big up. I'm surprised he came in with that sort of energy after a bad loan spell. Like, granted, Norwich might not have been the best move for him, but going out on loan was the best move for him. Because regardless, you'll have more game time going out on loan to the right club as opposed to staying at Chelsea and just trying to fight your way into the team for chances, even though it's clear that Tuchel didn't really rate him like that. Maybe Tuchel was looking at him funny because he didn't succeed at Norwich. Maybe thought he wasn't cut out for the Premier League or something. I don't know. But it's up to Gilmour to prove himself. And then instead he wanted to leave. Yes, Kushal, Diego Costa's unveiling was unbelievable. I really hope he does well at Wolves too. I fucking love the bones of Diego Costa. It's like the last great striker that we've had. Other than Giroud, of course. But He was never really a concrete starter for us the way that Costa was. Costa was an absolute boss. And I can't wait till they go to the Emirates because that's going to be unbelievable. Guarantee he bags a goal in that game. Guarantee it. This proves that Bowley didn't make the decision to fire Tuchel until the last minute. Who would allow this all to go down? Not really, because we're hearing that he tried to hint that Tuchel might not be at the job when he was trying to negotiate with Gilmour. I just think he accepted Gilmour's stance, and that's why they went in on a rush to try and find the DM out of nowhere. They probably thought Jorginho and Gilmour would be enough depth for us. Because we weren't looking for a midfielder until after that Southampton game. And that's when he received the offer from Brighton. So if you pin the stories together, maybe he gets his shirt number, he's on the bench against Southampton, gets the bid from Brighton, and then decides, yeah, I want to go to them. I'm not getting game time here. Maybe I can thrive on the Graham Potter. And then obviously we know where it all went from that. What else is everyone saying? 24 years old, my guy. Poku Doku says, my sources says Gilmour will come back. I bet they do. I bet they do, bro. We are not bringing up that Chelsea youth page again. We're not doing it. Ben Jacobs said the game against Salzburg will go ahead. I hope so. I'm holding my breath on that because I think everyone expected Arsenal v PSV to go ahead, and now suddenly that's got cancelled. Although I did hear that might have got cancelled because the Queen's coffin's meant to be back in London by then. And I don't know, maybe there's a bunch of events on that Thursday or something. God knows. But no, they can't keep postponing or cancelling games. It doesn't make sense anymore. And that Liverpool game has to go ahead too. Because the schedule list is already enough of a mess without pushing more fixtures into the second half of the season when the players are going to be absolutely fucking exhausted. We could be looking at a position where we have to play Liverpool and Manchester City twice after the window shuts. I mean, after the World Cup finishes. So, it's stupid. I don't understand it. Policing it's not that fucking deep for Chelsea v Liverpool. And apparently the funeral isn't even on the same day. It's on the Monday. So I don't get it. You can get policing in place for those games and it would all be fine. Or at a worst case scenario, just fuck off the away fans. Like Rangers already are forced to do it with Napoli, I think, who are meant to be going into the Champions League, who are meant to be playing in the Champions League tomorrow. There's no away fans for that game. Fuck off the Liverpool fans if you have to get to that. No one cares about them anyway. If anything, the Premier League games got cancelled last week because they were worried about how the Liverpool fans would react. So just fuck the Liverpool fans off. No one cares about them. The fixture list needs to go ahead though. The scheduling is absolutely fucked this season. So I don't see how you could try and push another game off. Doesn't make sense. And even from a selfish perspective, I'm going 3 weeks without watching Chelsea. Even though we've been playing like shit, and I'll probably regret watching Chelsea as soon as we get 30 minutes in to the Salzburg game. I'd still rather have football. Plus, I need content. I'm fucking struggling without football. So, hurry the fuck up. Like, cancelling that Liverpool game is a load of bullshit. It's a load of bullshit. Tammy Abraham was alright. Like, because he was inexperienced, he was young, I don't really slander him or anything like that, but he was not Chelsea quality. He might have been good as like a number 2 or a number 3, but not as a number 1. The fact he was our top goal scorer says more about the whole team. And I like Tammy. I really do. But we're not going to... He wasn't good enough for us. He wasn't. He really wasn't. I don't give a shit. Costa is a Chelsea great. I couldn't care less. Plus, it'll be emotional when he comes back to the bridge anyway. Yeah, big up Diego. Big up Diego. So Timo Werner says, my sources tell me Poku is full of shit. Poku, I wouldn't have that. If Tuchel says go on loan, come back, we will see. It's different to saying you're not in my plans. But it was already reported that Gilmour didn't want a loan deal. So I truly believe, like, regardless, Gilmour would have just wanted to leave. It is what it is. Elias says you're getting smoked again. Liverpool 5. No, you think we're Man United? Oh, no, wait. You lot couldn't beat them. Is what it is. Is what it is. They need the police presence in London. You're going to have people all over the... Bring in police from, like, other areas of England then. Or, again, just fuck off the away fans. Don't need Liverpool there anyway. Who gives a shit? I ain't even salty. I'm more pissed that there isn't any football, but it makes sense when they were saying the reason why Premier League football got cancelled was because they were worried about how football fans might react to the minute's silence and that they might not be respectful. They're not talking about Southern clubs. Chelsea are absolute 100, not a 100, 98% royalists. So, and probably most of the Southern clubs are as well. So there's not any worry about them being disrespectful. It's Liverpool. And we know why as well, because of the whole Hillsborough tragedy and everything. I'm not sitting here and saying Liverpool are wrong for their thoughts on the Queen or anything like that. But I'm saying Liverpool fans were the most likely to be disrespectful to a minute's silence for the Queen, which is why they didn't want to do it that early. And that I kind of understand. It is what it is. All of this, and we haven't even spoken about the Kante situation yet. Here's me thinking I didn't have content to talk about. What the fuck? Yeah. I'm glad the streams are keeping you guys entertained. That's why I've also thought, let me try and push and see if I can find something to talk about. Because everybody's bored. So if I can come here and if I can even entertain you guys, fair enough. Fair enough. It gives me something to do as well, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing if there isn't any streams. Just gonna sit here and bun zubbies or something. I don't know. Big up Flawless, my guy, every time. Hope you're doing well, bro. He said, and we don't... Yeah, no, I can't read that, bro, still. But it is what it is. Next weekend's games hasn't been cancelled yet, but they're saying the London games might. Which is just stupid. It's fucking stupid. And it's only going to make things harder for the players. Like, you're going to see players dropping like flies in the second half of the season. Mendy, Havertz, Pulisic, and Ziyech no goodbye message for Thomas Tuchel. Hey, all I'm saying is 3 of them have been absolutely slandered since Tuchel left, and they're all getting blamed. And one of them isn't getting blamed because they finally bagged a goal against West Ham, and apparently they're the reason why we won the game. I hate player stands. The agendas are ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Where was Neil? Neil's on holiday for a month, so you're not going to see him for a bit. Is what it is. Also, the way Leicester have been playing, bro, take your holiday. Take your holiday, man, and forget football exists. What else? Yeah, bro, I ain't reading that. I am not reading that shit. No chance. Oh, apparently Mendy and Kai did. Ah, fair enough then. Fair enough. Mount didn't though. No, let me not say too much. Let me not say too much. Oh dear. Wait, did Mount actually not say anything? Someone let me know in the comment section, did they? Let me read. People say Mendy and Havertz did. People say Mendy and Havertz and Mount didn't. Okay, Mount did. Okay, thank God. Okay, so everybody did then. Everybody did. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Right. Let's do this N'Golo Kante news talk because a 3+1 deal. Yeah, I don't know where he's coming across thinking he's going to get that. But this is also why you don't wait until September to negotiate contracts with players that have 1 year left. Like, it is stupid. It's so dumb. Chelsea made N'Golo Kante a verbal offer last month of a new 2+1 year contract. Okay, so we did start in August. Fair enough. It's Jorginho that we didn't start with. And it looks like he's leaving on a free anyway. So don't really mind too much. At least we know where we stand on that front. Kante is unwilling to accept. he wants longer. The old regime discussed a 3+1 year deal. Thank God they left. Thank God they left. Chelsea are factoring injuries into the situation, which we did hear about as well. Tuchel suggested in one of his last press conferences that Kante's injury rate was a factor in deliberations about awarding the contract the player believes he deserves. And Kante is also a very popular figure at Chelsea, a factor in the board's wish to prolong the player's time at the club. Kante is also very happy representing Chelsea and was ready to finish his career there. The situation will need to be resolved for that to happen, and lines of communication between the parties remain open, which at least means they're still in negotiations and everything like that. But a 3+1 year deal for a guy we haven't been able to consistently rely on for the last 3+1 years. How the fuck does that make any sense? Like, I'm happy for Kante to re-sign a contract. Don't get it twisted. Like, he's still, when fit, our best midfielder. And it's half the reason why we have to throw him straight back into the squad whenever he even shows a shred of fitness. But a 3+1 year deal for one of, if not the most injury-prone player in the Premier League, it's not even a risk. It is a mistake. It is a fatal error. Massive error. He is our highest earner right now. Well, one of, because I think Sterling's earning more than him now. He is 31 years old. He has been majorly injury-prone for years. We have barely started the season. He is already out injured. And he's not even been brilliant for a long-term period since the last 3 months of 2021. That's probably been the last consistent run of form I've seen from him. Everyone will say the Tottenham game, and everyone will bring out certain games from last season too. Don't talk to me about games. Talk to me about consistent runs of form. N'Golo Kante hasn't had that since the end of 2021. God knows what state his knees are going to be in 4 years from now. And we're talking about a 3+1 year deal. That is ridiculous. The only way I could even see that making a bit of sense is if you do a 3+1 year deal with a pay cut, or if you do it with a chunk of pay being based on appearances after his second year or something like that. Maybe that would work if you want to find a happy medium that everyone could be happy with. But a 3+1 year deal, also with a pay cut, by the way, has to be a pay cut. Let's not even try and get to that. That's the only way it looks acceptable to me. Other than that, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Like, we gave Aspie that contract extension. It already looks like a bad decision, and it's only been a month. N'Golo Kante, the only way you should re-sign him is, for me, the ideal scenario would be 2+1, maybe 2+1. I'd rather do 1+1, potentially, with a giant pay cut, and then you bring in other midfielders so you don't have to rely on N'Golo Kante as much. That's the best way to get the most out of N'Golo Kante. You just have to stop relying on him. A 3+1 year deal, it's such bad long-term business. Such bad business. Big up Jersey Boy saying, respect for being a great creator from a Liverpool fan. I think the game should go ahead. If it does, probably another draw. Anyways, respectless. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate the kind words and the donation as well. Probably would be a draw. Probably would be. You guys aren't in good form. We aren't in good form. I think the only confidence I'd get against Liverpool is the new manager bounce. Plus, I think Potter has a good run of form against you guys. Someone let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. But yeah, that would be a decent game. I can't even talk like I know what would happen. I haven't even seen us play the Salzburg game. But yeah, hopefully the game goes ahead. Hopefully it does. Lose Kante on a free then. Lose Kante on a free or have him for 3+1 years with him already declining. I don't know which one I would prefer. Because regardless of what happens, we'd have to look for Kante's successor straight away. Either so we don't have to rely on him as much, or as a direct replacement. So, I don't know. It is tricky with N'Golo because he is such a good player when he's fit. It's just he's barely fit. And then when he does, he's barely fit for long. So I don't know. I don't know what we do with N'Golo Kante. I really don't. Everyone continue to run the likes up though. Let me know you guys' thoughts too. Should just be a year extension. Kante doesn't want that though. He wants his future. No, he wants an idea of what his future is going to be for the next few years. He doesn't want to have an uncertain future like that. That's why I would push to 2+1. I think 2+1 is like a happy medium we could all agree on. 3+1, if there is an appearance bonus or part of his salary is dependent on appearances after the second year or something like that. I don't like it, but I would accept it. Plus, it might mean N'Golo Kante retires here, and everyone would love that because he's an absolute outright Chelsea legend. I don't know. I don't like the sound of 4 years, though. Kante's earned enough. Why do we give him 4 years out of loyalty? If he takes a 50% pay cut, if he takes a 50% pay cut, I could accept 3 years. But I still think 2 with the option for a third is still the best one for everybody. As long as N'Golo Kante plays consistently, and also if he does, well, as long as he performs well consistently whenever he plays, and as long as he doesn't put up a fuss about a potential lack of appearances or anything, that would be okay for 2+1 for me. I don't know. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Lose him on a free, but replace him first. That won't happen at this point. It's just if you lose, you have to replace. But Chelsea are in the market for midfielders anyway. An N'Golo Kante type player will be someone that Chelsea looks for because we need 8s as well as 6s. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. $1+1 with a pay cut and still look to sell him next summer. See, if you take emotion out of it, I'd understand that. But I think the new ownership would still like to keep the fan favourites around. Just because they probably feel like it would keep the fans on side. Let me know you guys' thoughts, but I'm going to send the link out to everyone anyway, and we'll talk about this. So yeah, while I do it, guys, run the likes up. You lot already know. Yeah, I'll send the link out to everybody. Bear with me, guys, because I know I'm just not going to be talking for like the next minute. One sec. Cool. 200 likes, guys. Let's try do 200 likes. All right, cool. That's everyone. Right, so who is in here? Yes, guys. What's everyone saying?
What's going on?
Not much. Not much in the world of football. Just trying to see if there's even going to be any football this week.
Well,
There'll be some on Wednesday.
We got something. We got new therapist.
New therapist?
The whole Chelsea community got itself a therapist.
Who's the therapist? Yeah, I'm missing out.
Harry Potter.
Oh, a new manager appointment. Okay, I get you.
He has a PhD in psychology.
Good. Well, he can give me some therapy lessons after some football games because fuck me, I need it. Games are just stressful as. Yeah. Well, what's you guys' thoughts on this whole Kante situation?
I think the club have gone about it, bro. It just goes into like everything I've been saying and pushing about the club and the way they're going about things. They're going about things the right way. Like I think the deal is perfect for Kante in terms of like the length, for where he's at as a player. I think if they, do you know what the reported wage is, or has that been reported, or has that not been like
No one
announced?
said nothing about wages.
If they can take like a third of what he's currently earning off of his wages with that as well, that would be incredible because people can say what they like about how much they love Kante, but let's be real, he is considerably worse as a player than he was, 2 years ago, a year ago? Like, the injuries have not done him any favours. You go back to, like, last season, the back end of last season, everything from about December onwards, he had, 5, 6 good games at a push from when he came back from injury in the Club World Cup.
Is there how you say it, circumstances for that bad form, bad injury?
Potentially, but my point is, if this was anyone else, like if this was Jorginho, or if this was, I don't know, if this with the way Aspi was looked at with other players, they'd be looked at in the same light that Kante should be looked at. But people look at Kante, what he used to give, and the best of Kante, which is incredible. Like, don't get me wrong, on his day, he's arguably one of the best midfielders in the league, if not the world. But we see, like last season, we saw that his best so few times. At the very least, he needs to take a wage cut, regardless
How
of whether
old is he? Is he
contract.
over 30?
31.
So 3
32.
plus 1 is he gonna be
35.
Yeah, but
Wow,
he
doesn't sound that bad actually, but
yeah, but he was
Actually, depending on when he re-signs, he could be 36.
Oh wow! I mean, we can't become that club that has man like Kante, Koulibaly, obviously Thiago, and Aspi also aging at Chelsea. Everyone's growing old at Chelsea. Like, we usually shift them off to someone else to retire. Now we're becoming a retirement home.
My problem with N'Golo Kante, with relying on him for so long, is just the way he plays. I've said it so many times. Like, he plays a very intense style of play that consistently gets him injured, and he's only going to get more and more injury prone the older he plays, because he can't play any other type of way. He can't play a slower way.
But it's not even that, Lewis. It's he doesn't adapt his game to sit more as a player. He always wants to go wherever the ball is, which I understand because that's his best attribute. But look at how other players, similar age players, run less. Try and sit more. Let the game come to you rather than you go to the game.
Do you think it's
if he was able to develop his game to sit more, to become just a normal 6, to just a Fabinho or a Matic type, I think his longevity would become more. You could go on a 2 or 3 more years at the level we know he can
do you think it's instructions or it's him? Because I think it's more instruction.
I think it's him personally.
I agree, Red. I don't think it's him, man. I reckon if he's in the system, he'll stay fit.
I think it's him because I think we've seen 3 different managers play him as a 6, and every single time the same issues have arisen in terms of he likes to just drift.
Where does he play for France? Where does he play for France?
He plays as a DM.
So if he
France is the only
DM for us, he's gonna last 3-4 years, like Thiago Silva. I'm not a favoritism guy.
We tried playing him at DM before. Conte's done it. I think Sarri didn't try. Lampard tried it. Didn't work.
Sarri did a couple times and then changed it to have Kovacic as the 6 because it didn't work. He did a couple times because people kept getting onto him about it and it didn't work.
Well,
so
the way Sarri plays is different. Sarri plays, you need a ball retention in that position. You see what I'm saying? When you play on the counter, like he played, because he did play deeper when he played for Leicester, when he plays for France, he does play deeper. It's not an issue with him playing deeper. It's the issue. It's the issue. The style of play. The what?
I swear Drinkwater was the
Don't
deeper.
say that
Yeah,
name.
Drinkwater was
No,
deeper.
Drinkwater was a deeper, but Kante was never going up as high as he at Chelsea. You see what I'm saying? He played deeper,
no, I
but
get
he
you.
never had that all the way go back all the way to the other box. You know what I'm saying? He rarely scored for Leicester. I don't even remember if he scored any for Leicester.
One goal, just one goal.
You see what I'm saying? So for Chelsea, he has a little bit more freedom to go up as high as he want, and that could be another reason why Scott he can be, because it's more ground to cover. It's more how you say it, like attack that you have to prevent. For example, if you're recovering the ball in a transition, you have to chase the player. Then you have to technically you have to either slide tackle him or just take a possession by physicality, which is taking a toll on you by the age of 31. I'm saying, like, look, I think it's more instructions, because managers are actually. How can you tell Kante don't be Kante? You see what I'm saying?
But then that's the thing. Is it instruction or is that just the player's ability? Because again, you're saying Kante is Kante. Kante is the player that needs to roam around and break up play because that's the sort of player he is.
Exactly.
He isn't a sitter.
Exactly.
Yeah, he plays well for France, and I swear he doesn't do that role. He sits way more back. I know he's got better players to help him. I'm not going to lie about that, but I'm
I
hoping.
wouldn't say that he has.
But it's also
Ah,
international
midfield.
games. Like
He does have better
Kai
players.
and Werner look
In
good for
midfield, he
Germany
does.
when they play
In
international.
midfield, yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
His partners in midfield are a lot better, but
they're not a lot better.
I think it's because they, and maybe this does come into the argument I have seen some people in the comments and some people just in general say about, like, if he was asked to do less in terms of if his partners were better. I can maybe see because of what happens for France. What I will be, the thing for me with Kante, and the biggest thing, and some people have said it in the comments already, is this idea that he's irreplaceable. It's not. Like, what is it you're wanting from Kante, or what is it that is irreplaceable? The fact he can give you one world-class performance in like 10 games. Is that what's irreplaceable? Because like, I can bring that up for like a million players that can give you one world-class performance. Like,
it's again, this is why I don't argue with Kante, Sam, because I'll talk to you about how he played 4 years ago and then say that's why you need to keep Kante now. Trust me, I've lost my head with those words so many times.
Yes,
I mean, listen, if you could keep any one player out of favoritism, it would be Kante. It wouldn't have been Dave. It wouldn't have been Aspie. We love Aspie, but we would have all said, now move him. But we're doing this favoritism with quite a few people. And if it increases, we're going to be a club that has old people. I mean, I want J5 gone by summer. Like, hopefully, you know.
I think
Tommy.
I think Kante's role is irreplaceable. You can find another player like him. Yeah, his role, not the player, because you can replace him with another DM. But can he do like Kante did? Run all over 90 minutes, press, tackle, play physical, be fast. Yeah, his final third pass is not that good.
And he's a G in the back room.
Other
like,
things.
Every time someone leaves Chelsea, they always talk about Kante. Like,
no, he didn't, by the way. Kante was never a DM.
He wasn't a
What,
DM.
no, France?
No, he wasn't. France is the only team that he played DM for, and that's Pogba. Like, he ain't gonna.
Yeah, because they play counter-attacking football. France play counter-attacking football.
They got slightly better players, so it's not like
he didn't play DM for Leicester. And there were plenty of times, if you go and watch comps and go and watch the highlights back when he was playing for Cairn, there's plenty of times he's playing up and around near the box, the opposition box, by the way.
Who was the DM in Leicester then?
Drinkwater.
Drinkwater.
Yeah, Drinkwater was always the deeper.
Well, there's a.
I think they play.
You need to qualify. You need to clarify the DM. Sitting DM. People need to say a sitting DM.
Yeah.
Technically, he is a DM, but he's not a sitting DM.
Free.
Yeah,
so
he's
a roaming DM. I could agree.
Roaming DM,
the role,
like the zone. Yeah. He's more zonal player than.
But when people talk about DM, they always say sit back, screen the defenders, and everything. So
So here's the question, then. Here's the question, guys. That trends every now and then. Makelele or Kante? They look the same. The build's the
As
same.
a player,
But again, it's like roaming DM versus sitting
versus
DM.
sitting DM. That doesn't have
Yeah.
nothing to do with it.
I prefer Makelele there. I'll take it right now. I think we need to sit in DM.
I prefer Mikel.
Yeah.
But
Mikel?
If you're talking about on
Bogey.
ability,
yeah.
I do think N'Golo Kante was
I
more
agree with
well-rounded than
Alex.
Makelele.
Right, but
You can still
Essien,
offer him
if
something
you
going
think one
forward.
season, Essien had one season where he was a mother. You know what I'm saying? That one season where Essien was too much, scoring, being a beast, playing any
Are you
position.
thinking of 06, 07?
One of the seasons, man. One of the seasons. And then I'm not
Because I
gonna
would
lie.
say one is only season 2. Like
No, he had many good
Essien
seasons, but
from
there was
around
one.
2006 to 2010 was fucking unreal. But then
When he
injuries
scored against
started.
Arsenal, that goal against Arsenal, yeah.
Unbelievable. Bro,
man.
that whole season was a madness. That was my first season
Oh,
getting
man.
into football. And it was just Essien saving us.
Yeah. Essien, my guy as well, man. We had a lot of these similar places. Like Dennis Zakaria, he's either going to be another Malang Sarr and just we forget about him, or he might come in and be the new guy at the back, like solid midfielder that we could trust.
Fucking,
It
I hope
depends.
so.
He looks like a UFC fighter, bro. He's ripped. Have you seen his body? He's ripped to bits. Like
No, I know he looks
Nah.
impressive, but I need to see him on a pitch first.
I know. I feel
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It was not a bodybuilder's game, just like boxing. But let's see if he can rep the man. Then
He's got the
You know,
profile everyone wants, though. Go on, Alex.
I don't think he's. Look, I think what Chelsea needed right now, it's actually what we struggle, and it's player like what's his name, like Michael Carrick, like Mikel, like
Quick
Matic,
thinkers.
like the ones that control, but like everybody hates,
Mata.
like fan hates because they not show, like how you say it, they not step over players, but they control the game, and you think that you do, but they really you really don't. You like that composure that Matic, Mikel have and Carrick at the back. It gives defense so much easier job to do. It's so much easier to defend with this kind of midfielder, and we don't have it. I don't care. Kante is one of the greatest, but for me, he's great at what he does. But I don't like he doesn't suit the style that I want to be playing.
That's another big
It's
thing.
the problem. It's the style that we play that does not suit our midfields.
But we have a new style now coming in.
No,
No, we don't. No, go and listen to the interview. This is another thing I wanted to talk about when we talk about Potter. Go and listen
and
to the
Potter
interview.
are same
He
thing.
wants to be a possession style.
Not the exact same.
He wants to be a tactic. His words. I'm paraphrasing here. I do apologize. He wants to be a tactically flexible, attacking, possession-based team. And unfortunately, Kante is not suited to a possession style.
Exactly.
Like this super chat that Luke's going to read in a second, like hits the nail on the head completely. At his best, one of, if not the best midfielders the league has ever seen. Incredible. But that was a few years ago. He's not the same anymore. People want to do this with so many players where they want to look at what they were at their
Top
best.
10 for sure.
We're not at that point. We're not there. Like it's the same with
like as well with this one, because again, it's
like that, or
facts.
like it's like these guys used to be incredible. They're not that guy anymore. They're
Scott,
just
Scott, look at Kante's best performances. Any team.
Tottenham.
What?
When you play against Tottenham.
No, I'm saying the like the overall Chelsea's career, Leicester's career, Frank's career. It's always against the best teams that pushing forward. Kante can break down the team that attacking, and he can actually split them in half by that run. When we played Real Madrid, when we won the Championship League, he was the one because he could read the defense of how you say it, control like one of the best midfields in the world, Cruz and what's his name? Man, I'm so bad with names.
Modric.
Cruz, Modric, and what's the other guy?
Casemiro.
Casemiro. He can literally break them down. He can sense what he needs to do. He knows what they want to do. He literally read them like ABCs. Like I know watch when, and they go on. And he broke it down and took the ball all the way to the offensive third. That's what he's best at. Not when we play in the teams that you have to break down. It's the teams that try to break you down. And he will never, if we go forward with the system that we want a possession one, he's gonna be good, but he will not make us great going like. Sorry, but Kova is the same way. He does everything good in a certain level, but the minute we go and hit the final third, it's like a freaking deer in the headlights.
Why switch it to
It's like they
Kovacic?
don't know. It's like
To
we're
be
losing.
fair, there's like a conversation that could be had on cover, but the biggest thing we spoke about a bit earlier, the biggest thing with both of them that has to be talked about is injuries. You cannot rely on either of these guys for more than like half a season. You cannot rely on them because they are injury prone. And as Lewis alluded to earlier, the way Kante plays means he's going to pick up injuries. He's going to pick up especially muscular injuries because he wants to be, you know, everywhere on the pitch. He's going to pick up muscular injuries, which wear down over time. Like that's how it is. The more you play, the more it's gonna wear down the muscle.
Cartilage as well.
It gets to a point where he has to adapt, or he
And
just gets.
don't forget to add to that as well. Every time you get injuries, you have to recover. You have to get match sharp. There's always a long injury period and a recovery period.
I don't
No
think that's
Russia.
it. There's always the games for. There's always games that good to have player like Kante.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
you're saying
I agree.
No,
but
no,
it's
no.
like when he
you're saying use him like break in case, break
No,
glass
no,
in case.
no.
But
Somebody
then
put
he'll
it.
be
Somebody
musty
put.
as he's waiting for his games.
Somebody put it a good comment saying like a player like Kante is going to be great against teams like Bayern. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Kante is the one that actually like a hunter. He sees the talent on opposition and he just, you know what? Let's see what you get, and he literally breaks down. And
So
when you
then-
people, there's another comment saying that what do you mean they don't know when they go forward? I mean they Kante and Kovacic. Very good picking up the ball from the deep and carrying. But when you carrying the ball, the time is not as fast as you passing the ball. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if you passing the ball, the defense have less time to prepare. They on the transition. The problem with that, none of them, Kante or Kova, are good with the long, quick pass. That's what I'm saying. Or they carry the ball to the final third. And when they get to the final third, there's always the pass. I wouldn't say they can do it, but I'm saying like the percentage goes really, really down when they reach the final third and that pass is needed in crucial moment. You can see Kovacic always miss that pass or does it overplay it or anything. And Kante is same way. At least Kante has a better shot than Kova, but
I think
they're not going to score
I
anyway.
think-
But you're saying we should only use him like 10 games a year. So he's just gonna he's a super sub basically.
And that's fine. But then again, you
What?
cannot have like that. Like that's fine to have Kante. And again, this is goes back to my original point of like right at the start. Like I'm fine with him getting the deal. Like the 2+1 is fine because at a minimum you have him for 2 years and then you can move him on if need be. The biggest thing has to take a reduction in wages. You cannot have your second biggest earner only being available and only using him for like 10 games a season.
or Scott,
Injury, or just because he doesn't suit the way you want to play.
or
He has to have
or he needs to be told. He needs clear idea.
all that.
Somebody has to explain it to him that look, this is how we do, this is what you are. You see what I'm saying? Somebody
like a
he
drop in
needs to-
responsibility.
No, yeah, exactly. He needs to be like the biggest I'm misunderstanding between the situation is the players that, like, for example, living Aspilicueta, people like, oh, he got a pay raise and all that. I understand. Aspilicueta is whatever. Aspilicueta is Aspilicueta. The problem is when he signed a contract, I hope there's a conversation with him and saying, look, you are gonna be getting pay raise, you are getting this, but you're not gonna be automatic starter. Same thing for Kante needs to be clear guidelines.
That should be without saying though, because I think whether
what
we
do you mean without saying? Then
I think
somebody's
Kante
father
accepts.
goes on a Twitter.
That should just be
This is the
Accept that
Somebody's
he's not a
look,
star.
if
Go on.
But this is the opposite. You're saying not to increase his wage, to cut his wage and say you're also going to pay different. If you're paying someone more, They'll change it. They'll be like, I'm getting paid more. I'll change it up.
But then you're
We
paying
didn't see him
someone
left.
more to sit on the bench more.
We're doing it with Aspi. It's weird, I know, but if we do it with Kante as well,
There's a new. People forget there's
I know,
a
but
new.
150 to 180 is different to 260 to 290.
True, it's true.
People forget the one thing: we get paid. Players get paid differently now at Chelsea. The ball restructure is differently. They do not get paid automatically base salary on any occasion. It's based on performance and it's based on anything. So when you sign along a contract, the salary is the base. It's not the same. It's based on your appearances and it's based on your performances. So it's different now. So I don't know how they do it with the new re-signing. But Reece James, for example, he got 250. But if he plays like shit, he ain't getting 250 a week. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a new system that Bolo introduced, not Bolo, but it was before. Not only Chelsea, there is a couple of at City already started that. That's the American way. They give longer contract, and it's based on performance and stuff like that. So I don't think it's there's nothing to do with Kante and salary. I don't care about Kante's salary. It's first of all, it's not my money. Second of all, I just want to clear guidance for him, for his sake. I don't want us ruin. I don't want him become what's his name? The biggest ties in the world. What's his name? Fucking right.
Milner.
No. Chelsea. The Chelsea on the right is right center back. Right.
Not Loftus-Cheek.
Fullback. No.
Fofana, Loftus-Cheek.
No, before.
Ivanovic.
Christensen.
No, before.
Ivanovic.
Ivanovic, thank God.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, deals. Declan's in the house.
Biggest ties in the world. I don't want the biggest ties in the world to happen to N'Golo Kante.
I love Ivanovic, so don't say nothing negative about him, please.
By the way, whoever puts Azpilicueta is the best right back for Chelsea.
Oh yeah, no.
Instead of Ivanovic, you're fucking idiots.
Ivanovic is a beast, man. He scored that winning goal.
What happened to Lewis?
You know the connection. But what are you saying, Declan, bro? What are you saying, Deals? Are you guys good?
Man, bless
like,
you, man. Bless.
hey guys, give some likes. And...
What happened, Lewis?
Yeah, no. I get that. Ivanovic, yeah. That was.
Hey,
I wasn't taking that one seriously.
I saw Johnny do it too. I saw Johnny do it too.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I would give.
that's
yeah,
mad,
but he put fucking
man.
Mount over SDN.
I know.
What was his last question? I was blocked. Can I ask a question? What was his like? Was it? Did he do a favourite on all time?
No, it's an all time.
What was his
He's
team?
done it on Agenda FC as well. He picked the same.
What was his team? I can't remember.
It was.
I'm pretty sure I had
Aspi,
it was.
it
was Aspi Janteri. What's his name? I think it was.
It was Czech, I imagine.
Of course, Czech and goal. Ivanovic next to him.
No, he said. I think he said Aspi. I think his midfield was Lampard, Mount, and Makelele.
Yeah, Makelele.
Yeah.
And Drogba,
Zola.
Hazard. What's his name? Hazard and
Zola and Drogba. I think.
I remember people didn't rate Makelele.
Yeah, Cavallo.
Cavallo was sickest guy, man. He covered John Terry.
He has so much super time at Tuchel. I will be Potter out the minute
Froginho. Let me check it as well, man.
Oh,
there's no defense for anybody. I don't care, man.
Oh, Lewis, bro, your comments always lit, fam.
They're ridiculous, but I love it. I'll let anything, most things run. CNAC says Kante will go down as a one of one player, but he's not that guy anymore. Will I miss him? Yes, but we will move forward like we did from Drogba and them. Yeah, if he goes next year, this is what I was saying earlier. Regardless whether N'Golo re-signs, regardless whether N'Golo Kante does sign, we are looking for his replacement. Either a direct replacement or the guy who can take over the games N'Golo Kante can't do. We will find another midfielder that we can rely on. Like, I understand the love for Kante. He's a fucking Chelsea legend and nobody would even debate it. Is he at that level now? Not as often. It all depends on how you can look after him and how you can maximize him. And that's by not playing him a lot. Mike Prince as well. Now, Skull Diamond's my guy, so I can't read that. But I appreciate the donation anyway. Big up yourself.
But I think come
Yeah.
January, we should be like come January. I imagine we're going to get 2 midfielders, or we should be one to replace J5 and one to replace Kante, regardless of whether like you mentioned, Lewis. Regardless of whether either of them are going to be released on freeze at the end of the season, or whether they're going to start to be phased out after signing new contracts. Come January, 2 midfielders to replace both of those guys should be
Scott, don't be surprised if the midfielders are from Brighton. Don't be surprised if we
I'm fine with that as long as they fit the profile of what we want to do going forward. Like Caicedo fits what we want to do going forward. Like, as long as we're not going and getting like a player that just doesn't fit in any way of how you want to play, and that's fine.
Apparently, that kid is still the Russian kid is still in the picture.
The Armenian. He's not Russian. He's Armenian. We don't say the R word here. I'm joking.
Good to know, but
he's Russian.
Alex is going to start coming for you at every opportunity.
Honestly, that might be the most awkward moment in streaming history. Thank God. All right, cool.
We've got Mammon as well down there.
Who declared?
He's Greek.
No, the other guy in the corner.
Declare.
But it looks similar
name
though.
is
The writings don't look similar.
You forgot Ivanovich's name, Alex, but you didn't forget about Dick Player.
You did.
Man's got amnesia. Then you step out. But when I come in here, no memory loss. No.
After that,
Declared, because to be fair, I see you every day, pretty much. I haven't heard from Ivanovic in so long.
People in chat saying some people thought I haven't been here. I mean, how many streams did I miss or something?
Yeah, go back on the yesterday stream.
On whose stream?
On previous stream when you're here, you will not forget Declared was there. He's the only one on it.
No one understood my statement, so it will go unheard. I think people forget.
Futita, it's not angry smile. It's like Mount angry eye.
I want to add
those angry eyes.
Well, that's what Paul's going to be getting when Mount gets benched in the next match. But we move.
What's the SCJ saying?
Yeah, it was good, guys. I mean, I feel like 3 years plus 1 is too much for Kante. Like 2 years is good. Honestly, another aspect of not excelling Kante is other teams not having him at his best, or like, you know, that takes away from him playing against us potentially, and you know, them utilizing Kante to the limit. So that's another factor. But yeah, I think 2 to 3 years is perfect.
But do you think that that's been our problem, that we haven't been utilizing him correctly?
Yeah, but that comes down to his fitness issues as well. But maybe I don't think so. I think we use him perfectly. But maybe Potter is in a different kind of role or different kind of, I guess, formation. But I think we used him nice.
Well, let me ask you, why we didn't switch the? You're saying we not use him properly. To use the what's his name, Kante properly, you have to change the style.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do that? Or...
Yeah.
Tell you the truth, I kind of don't see the point of him extending the contract at all. I think he needs to go, not because I don't want him, but because we don't play. Because
from
we
his
don't
standpoint,
to get his best.
Yeah.
It's same with Lukaku. Why we need Lukaku when we're not playing the same way that Lukaku likes?
He's coming back, you know. Don't be surprised if he's back.
I'm not surprised.
I don't think he will, because it was quite clear. It was
Scott,
He went to Poli and then left.
But we're going to coach in emotional intelligence.
First of all, there was a
You might help
conversation.
Lukaku out.
Emotional intelligence, bro. That word.
There's two year contract loan thing. We cannot do it on paper, but it's agreement for 2 years with them. That's number one that goes against Lukaku. Number two, Todd Bowley literally spoke with him, and he pissed off Todd Bowley. So even he left, no matter what, he's not playing at Chelsea. Promise you.
I think just the fact that it's a 2-year thing. If he's gone for 2 years, the likeliness he comes.
Yeah,
the likeliness he even comes back.
Also, I was going to say,
look, Alex is right. For the money loss on him, right, is enough to show you how much they didn't want him there.
Yeah, but wait, who's going to take him? Inter's not going to take him. He's having a dead season.
He'll go for peanuts, man. That'd be like a 2 years contract.
Why wouldn't Inter want him? They might want to buy him.
He's going to end up with like 15 GA, like all competition. Right now, he's playing sucky.
Oh, isn't he like
Look,
injured right
He's
now?
not even playing.
Do you
Not
understand
even
that
playing.
Bowley
See,
did
you
not
can't
take a
get
hit
him.
on him? You know that, right?
He
That
can't
1
or
point.
can.
No, he can't because that 1.5
No.
bill that Abramovich
Yeah.
forgotten, he wasn't part of that 1.5 bill because Abramovich personally paid for Lukaku, not out of the books of Chelsea.
Oh, sugar.
So he
Wait.
actually does not have that debt on him because that
Oh.
1.5 that Abramovich canceled, that's him part of that 1.5 debt.
Okay.
Because technically we did not make money. People gonna say that we made money by selling players and pay for Lukaku. No, we didn't, because you're not getting all the money at once. They spread it for years to pay for the players, but we already paid in advance for him.
Then,
See what I'm saying?
yeah, I see what you're saying, but then we basically had to sell him to a Chinese club or MLS that will actually pay money. Who will pay money in Europe? Who?
It doesn't matter
people
even
will
if
pay
he goes
money
on
because
free.
He
Who are
will
these
not
people?
go to MLS.
no, people will pay because you can
PSG.
see that regardless of all his faults, he is a proven goal scorer, and people.
Yeah,
Inter Milan bought him when he after United.
Ah,
Inter Milan
Okay,
bought him.
maybe AC. If we
Yeah.
buy Real,
Look,
They'll
If-
pay for him. It just depends how much. They'll
exactly.
definitely pay for
What
him.
about
Yeah.
look? If Kante survived this season at Tottenham, and what's his name leaves next season, Harry Kane, I bet you money he going for Lukaku next.
think so.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he
He's-
will, but why would he? Lukaku wouldn't go to Tottenham. I feel like just because
He always
No,
wanted
he
to
don't
go.
care.
why he
He
will
will
think
go.
disrespected by
He wants
playing for Chelsea
United.
before.
No, I mean like I don't know. He's so confusing because he said he's a fan, but then he does the
Yeah,
club
let's-
dirty, and
yeah,
then he does.
there's
I don't
no-
know.
He's a fan of Antwerpen in Belgium or something.
That'd be funny.
He's
I think
literally
it'll be PSG.
has
If
no
Cardi left.
loyalty
fan
in
of
his
money.
bones.
Yeah.
The only person that I don't think will do is Levy for Tottenham. I don't think he wants to do any
Levy's the
business with Chelsea.
tightest, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think
if-
he wants to do any business.
How much
I
Kane
know
left
Roman's
on his
not here,
contract?
No, it's about Kante.
5 years
Yeah.
contract, right?
If Levy wants Kante to stay another season and Kante wants Lukaku, we all know what happens when Kante doesn't get his shit.
Out of here.
I mean, look, if Kane leaves, that's the only way. If Kane
Oh,
doesn't leave, that conversation is not.
And
But
who
I
would
Apparently,
think
take
Kane's
Kane-
signing a new
United?
Kane's signing a new deal. Apparently, Kane going to sign a
Bro,
new
how
deal.
many times people sign a new deal and then they sign for a club? Like even Kante, I can see him sign a new deal and then PSG buy him if he has a good France performance. But who wants
Yeah,
to buy
true.
Kane? Who do you say, Redneck?
Bayern
Who
won.
wants to buy
Bayern.
Kane?
Yeah, is it Bayern? You
Yeah.
said
Yeah, there
City's
is a
out of it.
conversation.
No.
Bayern and United.
United.
Real.
Oh, yeah, I can see United too. If they're in these
Real?
Champions League, yeah.
Who said Real?
Yes.
No, I don't think he's
I
going to go to Real. I think he's a little too.
Who,
He's
Kante?
about to hit 30. He's about
Kane,
He's about to hit 30.
34, 35.
Yeah, do
Lukaku will go to Tottenham.
Bayern buy older
If
players
Kane
like
leave-
that? Usually they're younger players.
If Kane leaves, he's going anywhere where a trophy is easy.
That's
Yeah.
Bayern.
Bayern,
Definitely.
Juve, or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So-
maybe PSG. Who knows? PSG just got rid of Icardi, right? So they're looking
You
for a
really-
striker.
Maybe,
don't have
maybe
money.
PSG. Little trip down
But
the
they're
Euro.
gonna-
You never know.
Declared.
Yeah,
The reason why the reason why Bayern doesn't usually buy young players. There's a problem with Bundesliga. There's no prospects in our team, so they cannot buy anybody. They cannot take anybody from
In their
Borussia.
academy.
Yeah,
In their
they literally
Bundesliga
they
Their
the
academy is
other
Dortmund.
teams. Yeah, they don't. Nobody's shining at Dortmund. Nobody's shining in any other club. Maybe what's his name? The kid that plays for
Bellingham.
Leipzig. No,
Oh, no,
is
no, the other
Bellingham
one.
is a striker.
Nkuku?
And
In
Kuku.
Cuckoo. That's
Yeah,
our
what
guy.
about him?
That's our guy in Cuckoo.
Maybe doesn't fit.
Well,
this
we're
As
gonna
far
have to
as I
compete
see,
with
I don't
Bayern.
see him wearing Chelsea jersey.
You guys really want Nkuku?
Don't
I feel
see
like
him when
he's
you
so
do.
similar to
No, he's
Werner.
not gonna go to Chelsea.
Ah,
Oh, you guys are all
Talking about
split, man.
going
I'm
Bayern
close to
Munich.
bro. Come on, we've got good relationship with these German teams. We always get players from them. I'm sure we'll get.
No,
in Cuckoo.
I'd rather
Look
get
up
Leao.
Alexis.
than
If you
Nkuku.
want in as well, I'll send you a link, bro. Easy. I mean,
I just
If
don't
we get
understand the whole.
Gvardiol from them, we're not gonna get Nkunku.
Why not? The more we get, the better.
Are you
Oh,
married?
shit, yeah,
now?
really?
We're not gonna
Leao
sell two
is
players
more-
in one club.
CFCOG,
better.
are
It's
you
not
married?
never happens.
No, no,
This year I'm
No.
getting
No
married.
way.
Family.
No.
no way.
This is the year, bro.
No. I'm saying,
24.
I'm saying, like, you have so much expectation, and like, I can tell you're not married because how much you expecting. The conversation, how you said, conversion rate is gonna be different, man.
Not much.
Alex is like, I
agree.
pity your wife, man.
Todd B, if Todd B gets Ronaldo in
24,
January, then I'll be like, all right, this guy doesn't know football at all. But I reckon we're gonna do the Brighton swoop. We're gonna take McAllister, something like that, Home Alone family, and then we're also gonna grab Caicedo, like you said.
You got Trossard too.
And Trossard, yeah.
But we act like it's not going to be easy to get any of them either. Look how much Brighton play.
Brighton not
we
gonna
just-
sell
we
their
had to pay
main players
62 mil
in the winter.
for fucking Cucurella.
they
Bissouma,
love
I
our
think
money.
they sold him on a cheaper deal, but he still had the case pending at that point, so it made more sense to do that. But if we get anyone from Brighton, we are overpaying.
Yeah. Remember
It's not
Mourinho
crazy
done the same
that-
thing. Mourinho brought his gang with him.
Yeah,
But
Oh, yeah.
Guerrero and
I'm
Gvardiol
still.
and-
Usually three
Echo,
people
Manizia,
leave the
all
club.
within a year or two.
We took
Hey,
the
us-
whole freaking.
Yeah, I still
Maniche,
don't get
Paulo
how
Ferreira.
Brighton
I
let
don't
go
think
their
there was,
head of
but there was a
head
bigger
of
money
recruitment.
disparity at that time. In the Premier League
True,
now,
true.
everyone gets a fuck ton of money.
Innit? So that's why I don't feel bad paying outside English clubs. I'm like, I'll give them some of that money we made because we're rich. Like, but when you're buying from people like Brighton and they try to bump you, it's a bit more of a mockage.
There's the
Hey,
Premier League. Premier League to Premier League will be if anything, I will say
we're
though,
top.
we did really well to get Fofana for 69 mil. Because we were looking
Hey,
at like
isn't
80, 85.
69. What?
The
what a
reason
number.
because we paid all the money up front.
Hey,
No,
isn't
but
it crazy
wasn't-
that
I thought it
Brighton
would be
let go their
80,
head of
85 and
recruitment?
up front. Sorry, Declared, what were you saying?
I said, isn't it crazy that Brighton let go of their head of recruitment like that? That's their golden goose. And if they were like contracted in some way, how would they let him go?
I don't think he
Money,
was the
money,
head
money,
of
money.
recruitment. I think he was the assistant header.
He brought his
Someone
goalkeeper
said he was
coach
head
as
of
well.
recruitment. Okay. Someone said we
I
got
don't
their
think
head
he's
of
the main
recruitment.
header, main recruiter. I think we got his assistant.
Did you guys touch on Luis
No, he
Campos
was
already?
the main.
He was the main.
His assistant was
People
the
saying the
club
main, I'm
legend.
like,
yeah. What is
yeah,
this
okay,
name?
this-
It's like
That's
Portuguese
their
name.
golden
like-
goose. Why would they let him go?
Because we offer money.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
if
I
it was
don't
up
know
to
buy
how
the
different
contracts,
it is
not
to
him.
that
basically.
staff as opposed to players, but there must.
Yeah.
have
Why
been
do
money
people
involved.
leave companies and go work for the other companies?
No,
Money,
not
money,
not the
money.
not the person, Alex. If it was up to the club, if he was contracted, and say all the contracts had to be bought out of the whole team, why would they let him go? Especially if
I think
Because
they
they asked
depend
for
on
money and he
depend-
did offer him money. That's it.
yeah, but
I
Brighton.
don't think
Yeah,
staff. I
I'm
don't think
talking about the
staff have
club.
a contract.
Yeah, I would have thought. I thought
They
the
have-
whole-
No, I know managers have a contract. I don't think like assistants have a like.
Yeah, if you think about it, all
That's
the
true.
I
managers.
think it's like a monthly thing, is it? I don't know if it's like
It's like a regular
yearly-
job where you can just leave anytime, kind of thing.
Roman
By
contract. EE.
most of them should, like especially ahead of recruitment, they should be contracted.
Yeah, head of recruitment. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know,
the
dude.
system-
If every contract has a breaking point,
No,
You see what I'm saying?
Alex, I'm not talking to the person. I'm talking about Brighton. If Brighton had some
yeah,
say,
I know. And the Brighton same
Buy
thing.
out
Like,
any
look,
contract in this world, more or less.
CEO,
You're right.
if CEO
They-
got
they
offered more
rely
money in
on
different
the-
club, he leaves.
yeah,
Yeah.
a CEO can leave. If
Brighton
the head of
rely
recruitment
But
is
the
the
head
same,
of
then all
recruitment-
right.
director
Okay.
of football because
No, but if he's contracted, like if he works on contracts, which I think some
Look,
might do.
Harry Potter was contracted. But
Yeah.
somehow he left.
I don't know what
No,
your
we-
point
He
no,
had a
we paid
release
it out.
clause. Alex, he had a
they
release
did
clause.
this. They did the same thing. They
I
did
think
with
you
Potter.
grab into something again here.
Yeah.
Declared. Let's
Declared,
move
slow
on.
down
I
before
think,
you go into another
exactly.
hole.
I don't think we.
No, what I'm saying is that
I was
if
gonna ask the
Brighton had a
question,
say,
rather depth about it.
Yeah.
if Brighton had a say on whether that head of recruitment and just like Potter, yeah, so you had to buy him out. You couldn't just get Potter. Potter couldn't say he's just going to leave, so it was up to
Right.
us paying a price. But if that was the same case for the head of recruitment, that's like the golden goose. That guy he brought millions into that club. You wouldn't want to let him go.
I don't think he brings millions.
Free transfers, he's saying, though.
Free transfers.
It is, but I don't think you can put the price where the money comes in now.
I mean,
The money now versus money potential. I don't care how good of you a recruitment person.
I see.
It's still a sense of gamble in there.
I still think it's the same concept. You buy
It's
them
same
out.
compensates them.
Brighton
Yeah,
had a
you
price
just
for the
buy 'em
guy,
out.
and Chelsea met it, I guess, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know why you have to think about it so deep. And fair question, but I mean, I think it's as simple as it declared.
No, I get what it means. Yeah, most people they choose to leave.
I
at the
don't
end
think
of the
it's
year.
that deep as declared. Think it that deep. Like
Yeah.
he's like
No, I was
irreplaceable.
surprised that we got him. I'm like,
Well, it's
I
a good
think
thing
I
we
don't
got
think he's
him,
easy
right?
replacing.
Let me say,
Yeah.
Brighton probably think they can replace
I'm
him,
wrapped.
and the
Yeah.
money they got from him, they think is worth it. So
That might be a
Wait,
big
guys.
mistake. Or I was thinking maybe he's not the actual main guy.
No, he's the main guy, and
Oh.
it's not a
So
big
you
mistake.
just want to be paranoid a little bit.
No. I'm actually I'm stoked that we got him. I'm like, how do we
I
pull
can
this
see
off?
the stokeness. I
Because-
can see the excitement in your conversation.
No, that's my question. I'm like, how do we do it? That's what I was asking. I'm like, if I was Brighton, why would you let him go?
Well, we've got
Start
Harry
bringing
Potter.
in-
We've got a wizard in the team. We could.
Or maybe
Guys.
you work for the reservation if it doesn't work out. Oh, I told you. Why did Brighton let him go?
money.
Maybe, but
You know,
I'm
we paid
actually happy.
we paid a
discovered
lot
No,
of money.
declared.
We paid a lot of money to
Guys.
get Potter. We might have done a thing where it's like either they all come or it doesn't go. You know what I mean? Like it was as a
Yeah.
package deal. So
Guys, do we have to pay PSG, right? Or I think he has to pay PSG himself, Campos, if he wants to leave. I
Yeah.
know we're going to lose Campos, but
Put the Josh comment, please.
That's if he wants to leave.
Put the
Yeah.
Josh comment for
Cavcas, I
declared.
doubt we'll spend 500 million as well. I don't think so. What if secretly Potter wasn't the main coach? Why would Brighton let him go otherwise?
But we paid.
Oh,
we
they
paid
have
for Potter.
Voldemort in the back.
the owners are like,
have
Lewis Dunk is the one actually running the team, so you can have Potter.
That's a Josh,
No,
king of sarcasm. King of sarcasm.
But do you guys think
Straight
that
up,
Mbappe will push for Campos to stay? Because I know, of course, he takes a decision now, and like Campos is like he's the one who brought in Campos or recommended.
I don't think
Campos to-
Bumper gives a shit about Campos.
I
I think
about
he's the one who brought him in.
I think about Bakayoko, who got, we brought Bakayoko for a lot of money, and no one talks about his career going down the drain. Well, it's
That
not
was the one exception,
We
though.
all
Like,
acknowledge
there's
he was for shit.
But we,
Yeah.
I know, innit? We bought the wrong guy. We're like Mbappe or Bakayoko. We bought the guy.
Fabinho
We
or
didn't go
Bakayoko.
for Mbappe in
Fabinho
the
as
first
well,
place.
man. They had more private players in that team. We didn't.
I don't think we
So,
going for
man.
Mbappe in the first place. It's
I
actually
think
us going
Fabinho,
for.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going for Fabinho, and we're also going for Silva.
Silva, yeah.
Silva was
Yeah.
sick,
We
yeah.
are never in conversation for Mbappe.
I don't really care about that. The old
He's
Chelsea.
part of
man.
it, but he left.
We
First
knew.
of all,
yeah,
I
we
don't
knew.
like Mbappe. Let's put it that way.
Really? What, personally or his play style?
His
Why?
play on this team, it would
Oh,
sit too much
no,
around
no.
him. We would rely
He-
so much on him. It wouldn't
Yeah,
be a
it's
structure that I
another-
want.
It's
Just
it's
kick and
more,
run.
What's wrong with
I
that,
don't
though?
disrespect his talent. I'm not disrespecting his talent and how good he is. I'm thinking as a team. For a team,
Yeah.
it's exactly the same way as I'm looking at Kante right now.
I
don't
see.
we don't need Kante. We can build the better midfield without Kante, without Jorginho, without Kova.
Yeah.
Actually, I reserve Kova because Kova
Now leave
can
cover,
do
leave
Wait,
cover.
better.
Wait. 1 minute. You say you declared. Did you say you don't like his character, Mbappe?
No, that was Alex. Your brother.
No,
I don't think
it
anyone
wasn't
said they
me.
don't like
Also-
his
Now we
character.
said, I said, was it personal or professional? We just don't like his style. Everyone, we don't really know the guy.
Oh, sorry, wrong person.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, but what was I saying, bro?
Cristiano
Lewis,
Ronaldo
yesterday you
has
bumped
the
into
same
Sterling there.
character, but we
What?
all
You
want
bumped into
him.
Sterling yesterday or the day
His
before?
No, that was from like a month ago.
Oh,
Just never posted it.
Maggi. Yeah, he's a cool brother, isn't he? He's from NW side.
I'm not gonna
Also-
lie.
Yeah, he's
whoever-
class. What was it? It was after
He's
the
played
open
for
training.
PPL. Yeah. I remember back in the day. he was
Whoever
good.
said that, I think actually Mbappe has a bigger ego than Ronaldo.
Got a big ego.
So-
But leave Mbappe alone, man.
I don't think he
Yeah, you can
has
make
a
that
I
argument.
do.
bigger
I,
ego than
I do
Ronaldo.
think I still cry. I still think
Especially
Haaland
young
is
Ronaldo.
better at
Haaland,
Chelsea
bro.
would
Oh,
be.
do you see Haaland
Then-
walking down the road of Manchester? That's the most trending thing because there's no football. And he's just walking like a Viking walk conqueror. Like, yeah,
Why?
And then Ops, Manchester Ops, all over. You see that? I was like, oh, bro.
Why are we
Nah,
talking
those
about
United
walking
fans
down
sound
the
just
street,
so
man?
cringe.
No,
Is it?
I'm saying I'll take Haaland at Chelsea
Of course.
versus Mbappe. It's just I'll take
Yeah.
Haaland because he's better and he
But
will
less
become
drama,
better
too.
player at the end of I know Haaland
Mm.
will never win the World Cup because the country that he's playing for it doesn't have the same
listen.
football
His
ambitions.
country once won the Euros.
It's it, but that's not a world.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing. It's 79%
You could have
the
picked
same
England if you
thing.
wanted to.
Do what?
He was born in England. You could have picked England, but he wanted
Yeah,
to pick
but
Norway.
I'm
You already got shit.
And I promise you, he probably will have a better chance winning the World Cup with England than with wherever he's from.
No, Norway, yeah, of course. Yeah,
Norway.
Norway.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like Zlatan, great striker, never a chance in the international career.
Yeah.
It's just, you see what I'm saying? It's a different. Like if it was maybe if it was Lewandowski, yeah. Well, Polish.
He kept playing for Germany. That's a good one. He kept on the dirty one, playing for Germany, and maybe win a World Cup.
Did he? Who said Norway win the Euros?
Was it Denmark? Sorry, my bad.
Denmark
If
won
Denmark could win it,
Euros.
Norway could win it.
No.
Denmark.
No.
I mean, Denmark are 100% capable of winning the Euros. We do have to take into consideration.
That was
Yeah, Denmark is a way better team than Norway. Norway just became a team recently.
Yeah, but even when Denmark wasn't there like a wild card or
people
something?
saying Norway never even qualified for.
Dude, Norway's a nothing team. They just have a good
Never.
they just have a good superstar, and then
Where's
Odegaard,
Odegaard
that's it.
from? Yeah,
They have Odegaard and Holland. The rest of that team
what's
is
that?
trash, bro. I don't know.
What are you saying?
You have Josh King, right? Yeah, that's it. What's up?
Yeah, Josh King's all
You
right.
saying something before?
No, what I'm saying is like
Norway's
I think,
improved it.
tell you the
Who,
truth,
me?
when I was looking at Chelsea best 11 when Lewis made his own team, I don't think Kante will make it my midfield.
So
Who would you put in instead? I understand there's so many good options to go for.
I'm actually debating because no, I think like as a sitter for me, of course, Mikel is great, but Makalele is different.
Yeah,
Makalele is different.
Position, he has to be in there for me.
Yeah, it's not even a position. Mikel is good, but he had his limitation. Makalele could pass it forward and the good passes forward too. Mikel was really good regista, like tough regista, let's say that way. But for me, it will be Makalele, and that's the biggest question starts for me. You have to fit players like Lampard, Fabregas, Ballack, what's his name?
Essien maybe.
Well, Essien,
he just didn't last long enough. But
yeah,
just
I
his
think
pure ability, I would almost put him over Kante at his top, because you can have him do even more for you in an attacking role, and I don't know, I think he's just as competent defensively.
Yeah, I agree. They're the same basically.
You have a little bit more balance. Essien, Lampard, and then Makalele behind them. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can go either way with Kante. But
You know what I think? Maybe in a future stream we should do our own 11.
Oh yeah, let's see how it stacks up.
Yeah, because I mean the weekend game will probably get postponed, and after that's the international break. Maybe we'll do this as a stream.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm down.
Sorry, I was on a call and I've only just seen Xavi's message. Who's saying that Haaland's better than Mbappe?
Alex,
not better. I'm not better. I like in my team
maybe better
Haaland better than Mbappe.
No one said that actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. It's just Xavi.
We were just saying
my team, I would like Mbappe, Haaland more than Mbappe.
I'll take any of them.
Yeah, we were just saying our reservations about Mbappe.
By the way, did
Mbappe,
you guys see Cho performance in the Europa League?
Yeah, calm. That's it. It's done. All 11, and we'll put up the percentage of we'll probably all have the same goalkeeper, and that'll be like 100%.
Yes.
We'll make our picks, and then anyone in the comment section can make their picks as well afterwards.
Did you see Cho performance in the Europa League?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, why are you making us pamphlet?
It was a
People need to understand
shit
the
show.
core. The
Oh,
core of
it was a
Cho
shit
is
show.
not going to change. Like
Nothing.
there's
In the
something
Europa League?
missing.
What do you mean? Champions League, right?
No, just
I
Champions
swear
League.
he
He
hasn't
was
even
so
completed the
slow,
dribble yet.
even in the Bundesliga. He's so slow.
Cho's lost
Have you been watching
something,
his
I'm
games?
telling you.
Damn.
He may be
I
not
think the
slow,
pace
but
is
he
gone.
looked so slow. His brain works probably so slow. He looks slower than Jorginho.
Nah, you can't say that.
That's saying something. for
You're
sure.
watching it on slow
Should I-
speed.
should
You
I-
put it on 0.5.
I don't think it's actually.
He was terrible.
I
He
saw a
was
combo of him. He
terrible.
looks,
There's not a. It's not.
he's making the same mistakes, like
Yeah.
bad decisions in the final third, 1v1.
That's
not
what I'm
making the right-
saying. That those
not going
things
past the
don't
player.
those things don't just change all of a sudden because now he's playing in a new
Yeah.
team. You can see the
Exactly.
core of who he is. It's just something's. Initially, I didn't even think he was that much of a world beater potential when he first emerged under Sarri, but even from then, he's regressed.
He was
and
good.
It's obvious. He was
Yeah.
good, but like nothing crazy.
I don't.
He was okay.
He
He was
was
good.
good.
He had no. There was something he was doing then that he stopped doing now. He was playing on the right wing. He was putting crosses in, and that's where he was so effective.
Yeah,
But now he's trying.
He lost his speed.
He lost that speed and
Yeah, after
injuries.
decisiveness, and he's
How old
also
is he,
trying to
though?
play
First
a
quick
different
step.
role that he's not going to assume.
He's 21, right, or 22? Yeah.
22,
Bro.
21.
Can't lose that 21. He's not Michael Owen.
I don't
What?
know. He can still be a good player.
But I never saw a good player in him even before. I never
Really?
see anything other people saw in him from the beginning when he was supposed to be on the Sarri in the Europa League. I saw a couple of step overs and a couple of times he beat the first man. But that's it. Like, look,
Bowley wants him long term. Like he said, "Oh, we're not going to give you a buy option because we want you. We know your potential."
and
But I don't know.
everybody can get an L on any. Like, look, people can say whatever
I'm
we
just saying.
want, but there's a part of the gamble. No matter who you buy, it's a gamble with the players.
Yeah, but then you have to look at it in terms of numbers. How many of the gambles?
Pro Defense League.
What do you mean?
Potters.
You, bruv.
When he was
What do you
first
mean?
starting,
You
at
hear
the start,
Cho and
I
then you
thought
suddenly
he will
hop
be
in.
like a
Nah,
type
I
player.
was just coming in to join the conversation, innit?
Ah, fair
Say
enough.
your piece. Say your
Understand
piece.
Cho.
What are we talking about?
Cho.
Everything, bro.
You
Chelsea.
said you were
I'll try
coming
it
in to
away.
say your piece, and then you say, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, we were talking about Cho, bro. What are you saying?
I mean, he's only started one game, so
Trash.
yeah, still early, innit?
One
He's
game.
trendy.
I could give him that, but it's been
Yeah.
shit so far. It's
He
been
wasn't shit. If he watched the full game,
I heard he hasn't completed the dribble yet.
that's not true. That's not true. Like again,
He
if
was
you're just
shit.
reading,
He was
he
looking
wasn't
like
shit. Did you watch the full game? Did you watch the full game?
he was looking like McTominay. Yeah, I watched.
See,
Somebody played good apparently as well.
You only watch highlights, man. If you watch the full 90 minutes, then we'll see.
What?
He's saying
I
you
watched the
didn't
whole
watch the
game,
full
man.
game.
He was looking like
Saying you're a highlight
McTominay.
McTominay played good. What the last
Yeah.
game or something? So that's
I like
funny that you just
McTominay.
said McTominay.
I like.
I don't
Let's see
like
how he
him.
does in Champions League.
No, McTominay's fucking awful.
Yeah,
No, he's not.
and now imagine him in the right
Fucking
wing.
shit.
He's not as bad as some people make out.
No, he's fucking terrible. He can't even make it. He can't even start in midfield for his own country.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah,
there you go.
Dog
Gilmour.
shit.
get them,
Billy
Scott.
Gilmour, innit?
Yeah, Billy Gilmour.
Just a foul
That's
merchant.
Billy the Kid.
We finally start seeing some pictures from training grounds with Harry Potter and the magic.
Yeah.
stone,
Well,
I
he's
think
a
they didn't
smooth
post the
talker.
pictures because
magic
the Queen.
stick. Potter and
Yeah.
the magic stick.
I heard Potter might try and sign Trossard in January. What do you guys think about that?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm down for
I'm
that.
down. I'm down.
Where did you hear
He's a
that?
baller.
Like I
I
said,
heard that Harry Potter had asked for what's the name for the meditation
Gvardiol?
book for Chelsea.
Meditation. Okay. Oh.
I heard. I
I'm
heard.
gonna troll so many. Like,
How old is Trossard?
28.
26, 27? 28?
28. Really?
No,
What?
no,
Or
no.
27.
yeah.
He looks younger than that.
Fucking
27.
hell.
Damn.
I'll take
Make him
Trossard.
go.
you know how we're gonna call
And I'll do.
my name for Chelsea, for the manager, Harry Potter and team of emotional.
Intelligence.
The team of emotional intelligence. You lot are terrible.
No, Harry Potter and a team of emotional.
Imagine they make like an all or nothing, yeah? They make it all or nothing, and they're all asking each other like, "Oh,
You
how
know
you
what's the
feeling?
emotional
Are you alright
philiac?
today?"
I thank God we don't have an all or nothing. I am good.
Same. Give us 2 seasons,
Cameron-
bruv, 2.
Well, one sec. Cameron says, "What did everyone think of Potter's message to the fans? I think he'll actually bring identity and style of play to this team. He just needs time." I haven't really checked any of his comments, but I heard a few people complaining about it, saying he didn't really sound
You
motivated.
didn't watch the video?
Bullshit. Like,
I
I
watched
don't
it.
care. I don't
and
really
it-
care about what he says or how he
I'll watch
said
it.
it.
It's
I just
6
care
minutes.
about the way Chelsea play.
I actually
What's the
retweeted
video?
the
Fine. People
GIF.
are overreacting.
One at a time. One at a time.
It's a big 6-minute video, so
I liked it.
I watched it
I
and
haven't watched
it proved
it.
my message. He's a therapist. We,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I put
yeah.
Why would he
Oprah
not be motivated
Winfrey.
when he left
You get a
Brighton?
therapist. You get a
He's a
therapist.
smooth
I
talker.
saw
He's a
that,
smooth-
Alex. I'm okay with it. That's
Same.
what players need these days, and it makes
I know.
sense.
That's why
you
I
have
call
to
him.
keep people
That's why I
happy.
call him emotional hemophiliacs.
No,
Because they bleed
us
emotions.
fans need a fucking therapist.
Because if you
Some of the
they
top
bleed
lads do.
emotions, like Pulisic, what's his name?
Ziyech.
Ziyech, they emotional.
Do y'all think that
Wow.
Pulisic might actually go
He's a
off
little-
under Potter?
Oh no, he can get sold. He can fuck off. Like genuinely.
Facts.
Yeah, he can
Facts.
fuck off.
Really?
Not genuinely.
Yeah.
Not even
Ruthless.
because he's a bad player, but so we can get his fucking incel like cult fans out of the fucking club.
And done with the
Facts.
Pulisic
Yeah.
stance.
facts.
I see that, but I don't
Cool.
know. He's a quality player in him. He's a quality player in him. I still know
He
that.
needs to show it. He needs to show
Yeah,
it.
definitely. Definitely. He needs to
I'd
show
like
it.
to
Yeah.
see them
Spoken
get a
about in the
chance.
same. His own national team manager speaks about him like he's in the same boat as like Messi and Mbappe and Neymar.
Yeah, it's so mad.
Who?
Berhalter.
Maybe it
Pulisic.
means more chances for Pulisic.
Oh,
if he could
Pulisic?
play well.
Yeah.
Pulisic fans.
Like I like
Yeah.
Pulisic, but I need to see
Same.
him play well.
Of course.
LeBron
He needs
James of the
consistency
football.
too. Playing time.
LeBron James.
Of the soccer, sorry.
Well, look, nobody's family invested in a Twitter like his father is. So
You don't even pay him.
the problem is like, it's not like we did like under all the managers like Tuchel
Thiago
is the
Silva
one-
wife.
Thiago Silva's wife, all my days. She's always talking to Neymar. I'm like,
Yeah,
stop
she's
talking.
active
You're
on
captain
social
Chelsea
media.
fan.
He might be trying to get Neymar to the bridge.
Next season, I won't be
Yeah.
surprised, boys. I'm
would've come.
getting that
He
shirt
would've
if he comes
come.
back. No, no,
there could be a potential thing if Thiago Silva leave in January.
You're
after
good.
the World Cup.
Ooh,
By the way,
okay.
Neymar's gonna win the Ballon d'Or this year.
Okay, all right. You just jumped
It's
to
way
it.
too early to say that.
Bro,
It's
not
way too
even
soon
a
to say that.
spoiler warning,
Dude, no.
nothing, Pokedoku. What are you doing, man?
In the
The
same
Neymar-
order.
The way
He
he's been
predicted
cooking.
in
He's
the
going
same
off
term.
though.
You're
Going
saying
off.
they're
Oh my
going to win the Champions League. You're so gassed. You think PSG will win Champions League?
Yeah, I actually think they can this year.
They're cursed, man. They're not winning that shit, bro. Ever like
The way they've been playing.
watch.
They played
watch this season.
last year, same style.
No, they
No,
didn't.
Nah, but, hey, Pokedoku, they're gonna
Same team.
build their team, man. They got their director of football. Like, yeah, they're building it.
Who's
They're
gonna leave?
You're not gonna see him for a year. They're gonna slowly get rid of all the big wage, big players, and they got a lot of good young players.
Yeah, slowly.
They-
Slowly. That's the word.
Yeah.
Not this
So it's
year.
not happening
Not this
now,
year.
but they're gonna build a pretty good. That director
Yeah.
of football is pretty good. So
Sorry,
they'll
Poku,
pop
bro.
their
I
heads up.
He's
can't.
gonna leave.
Yeah, he's
Wait,
coming.
Declare, are you talking about Campos? Is Campos
he's-
just an advisor?
Oh yeah, he's a
He's
consultant.
not a
Aaron?
sporting director,
He's
yeah.
an advisor, yeah. He's not officially named director of football there. He's just an advisor. That's why we can probably
Really?
buy him out. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, you can make the argument he's better than Michael Edwards.
Yeah, they're sporting directors like that.
Yeah,
Leonardo.
he is better than Michael Edwards. He's the best DOF arguably in the world. The only person that comes close.
That's a big statement,
Yeah.
Scott. That's a big statement. He's better.
He's
I
the
think
best.
he's equal, cool, but he's not
Michael
better.
Edwards did it with like a
He's the
smaller
best.
budget,
Like,
Scott.
he's the best. Like in terms of the players he finds, in terms of the teams he builds. Like the only person comparable with him is Ranić. The only person.
Nah, come on, Michael. You not
I feel like Michael
respecting him.
Edwards
Who
did
did
it
he
with a small
beat?
budget.
What
Monchi.
team did he beat? I'm sorry, I never
Monchi.
heard of him.
Monaco.
Who did he
from
build?
Sevilla.
He made the Monaco team, and he shot us
And the
back.
Nice team. And the Nice team, sorry.
I just never
I
heard
thought-
of him. So
I thought Mitchell made that. Paul Mitchell made the
No,
Monaco team.
although like when they had Silva, Fabinho,
Monaco
went back,
team, no.
it was actually good.
Bakayoko,
No, Scott, you're right. I was
Mbappe.
reading it yesterday. Yeah, he made all them young Monaco stars that we know of now.
And then he went and did it at Lille as well. Like literally did it.
yeah,
again.
you're right. Actually. I forgot about that little stint.
Yeah.
That was actually,
Do
they
you
punched
remember
way above
Sevilla
it. They
when
tired
they
and-
three-peated at the Europa League?
No, Scott, I think you were on the phone earlier, but like, do you think that Mbappe would allow Campos to just like, because he would push for him to stay because
Mbappe's there
he knows
for
how
one more
good of
year,
an
dude.
advisor.
Mbappe's
No, he's
leaving
signed
in
for
1 or 2
2025.
years.
Wait, that's
Gonna
not
go to Madrid.
guaranteed. He signed a 3-year contract.
He's good. He's going to Real Madrid maybe with 1 year left. Because that way, he's hooking up PSG. Like, he'll give them 100 mil through the transfer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
But, like,
And then-
I don't know
Yeah.
if Madrid will go for Mbappe because that the pride thing,
But listen, Campos is a consultant. Like, we're going to offer him real money. And DOFs, they don't get paid as much as like
That's true. Yeah.
agents or ballers. We're going to offer him real money. Jump on ship, use his special AI database system, find them youths out there. Hopefully, I mean, we already got a lot of youngers already. He's going to stack up some more as well as get 1 or 2 superstars. Hopefully, I mean, Neymar.
Yeah.
If that happens, all of us are getting his T-shirt. All of us are getting his name, number on the
Of
back.
course.
Not number
No
9,
doubt.
of course.
It'll probably be 11. Probably take.
Yeah, 11. That's a good number for him as well. I hope so, man. We could dream in it, man.
10. No, no.
Yeah,
But I don't know. He'll
maybe.
be 32 by then. Will he? I guess. Yeah, Bully's going for player over 30. I think it'll be possible. Yeah, but we'll see.
Players like Neymar and Ronaldo, etc., they're almost free transfers because they're just gonna sell. In a year and a half, between
Yeah.
us and America, they sell so many shirts. In America, you see ESPN soccer, like, they love saying the 3 names like Neymar, Messi, and Ronaldo, and Mbappe.
Yeah.
Mbappe, bro, it's not Mbappe, it's Mbappe. Right? He's
Yeah.
killing. Like,
No, yeah. I
Can-
live here. I live in America, so I know like
You
the
want the
pronunciations are way off.
Man, they love those names. They're like buzzwords there: Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, and Neymar.
Yeah.
So we need to get one of those. We need to get one of those shirt sellers. Not Ronaldo, hopefully.
We got Pulisic.
Oh yeah, you're right. No,
Pulisic is actually third after Messi and Ronaldo in shirt sales.
yep. That's a great
Yeah.
stat. There's 1 year where he
Yeah,
beat them.
Aubameyang
In
or Sterling kick on. It'll be them two.
yeah, Sterling.
Yeah.
Miazga.
I trust in Sterling now.
So you thought Miazga would be.
Yeah, this guy.
He played like 1 game for
He's
us,
proper
didn't he,
American.
against Villa, and that was it.
Yeah, he's back here. He's back in I think North Carolina, right? I think or Senate, Ohio.
I
So
think we
Jordan
sold him
Paul.
this year. Not too sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, Americans love saying that word 3P in it. 3P. Is everyone equally pissed that Man City is going to do 3P?
Oh,
Like,
3P.
little win, yeah. Is everyone pissed
3P?
about that? Yeah.
I'll be real. It's Man City. It's like out of the top 6, I care about them the least.
Yeah, and so now they can use this to make like a
Yeah.
documentary. You get Michael Jordan.
They've been making.
No,
documentaries.
exactly.
They make
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
every
they
top
made all or nothing, and no one watched it.
Who gives
No,
a shit
every
about
All
Man
or Nothing
City?
I've seen has been lit. The
It
Arsenal.
wasn't
yeah.
even like drama filled or anything. Like Spurs one actually had drama. Arsenal one
This
too.
Arsenal one is too much, fam. It's too jokes, and the contrast between
Yeah.
that season and now, it's like what? Are these
Arteta's
the same
funny.
people?
Guys talking about fucking light bulbs and
Yeah.
drawing pictures of hearts.
Did you guys watch it? Did you guys finish it?
It's crazy.
I'll race through that shit. They should have put it all at the same time, but I get why they spaced it out every week.
Yeah. Build the hype and stuff.
Yeah, man. We need one, bruv. But in 2 years, as we said already, man, 2 years to go. S together.
I think we'll get one. I think all the top 4
It
clubs will
can't be
get one.
this. Obviously, it can't be next season. That next season might not be.
Yeah, they're
No,
gonna
actually-
show how Potter teaches him to meditate.
Yeah.
So, I reckon next season is gonna be good, man. I'm not writing off this season, obviously not.
Yeah.
By the pattern that is Chelsea. Technically, we should win a trophy this year. I think 90% of our managers that come in in the most turmoil time win a trophy. People like Benitez and Dembele win us trophies.
Yeah.
A
Hopefully,
trophy a
Cup.
season usually.
Yeah,
You know
I
what the
won't
deal
be
is.
surprised.
If we
I'm
beat
sure it'll be
City,
successful.
if we beat City in the Carabao Cup, we win it. In my opinion, well, we should be a very strong favourite for it.
Yeah.
We
Because you
beat
knock
City.
out
Liverpool don't
the
look
biggest
good.
rival for it, and it's a
The
much
momentum.
more level playing field after that.
Yeah,
And we
Liverpool
are
are not
cup
good.
kings. You already
We
know
played
what
them
it
in
is.
October, right?
November.
Oh,
November.
unfortunately,
We don't play them in the
October.
league till December, which is like, oh my god. But
No, that's
Yeah.
after the World Cup. Damn.
yeah,
Let's see who's injured.
And if Liverpool gets postponed, it means we play Liverpool and City twice after the World Cup.
Oh,
oh my
snap.
god.
He's
Yeah.
basically
That's why I
almost
don't
got.
want this game postponed.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Double meditation.
It'll be too much of
Nah,
a
too
cluster. Yeah.
congested. We're too congested this season, man. This is. We need to protest, like, spread the games out. Play the season till June or something.
But this thing, we can't
Right, this-
protest anything because we can't change. It's because of the World Cup, and we all know they
There's
ain't
going to be
losing
no
the World Cup.
preseason next year.
No, I don't think we have to.
One, it's just going to be
Bruv.
one joint league.
Yeah, preseason is a money
What
maker
about
these days.
Nations League? I think Nations League starts after World Cup. Yes.
Really? They're playing the qualifiers for it now, innit? This international break.
Bro,
England
these
versus Italy.
internationals, they got to cut.
I think
They won't
Nations League
sacrifice
starts.
anything. No
These
friendlies, no
players get
nothing.
no rest.
Yeah, Lewis,
Let's
yeah,
do
for
what?
real. For real.
Jorginho's playing against Mount, Italy versus England. Interesting.
Nah, Italy's out of the World Cup.
No, the Nations Cup. That's next week or sorry, 2 weeks from now.
Oh shit, Italy ain't. Alright, cool. I'll be watching.
Yeah,
that.
they're out the World Cup. They're pissed. Yeah. A lot of our players have got international breaks. Like, let's see if anything get broken in that time. Hopefully not.
I don't even want to speak that into existence.
Injury FC, bro, man.
You know,
I
if
keep
Kante
getting-
even had a shred of fitness, Deschamps would give him 2 full 90s.
You know, bro, man.
Nice.
Shit. And he thinks he's a long distance runner. He thinks he's Bikile and he's like, keep running, man. Oh, Garouge. Sorry about that.
You could just imagine that French medical team going, look, Kante can only do 45 minutes max. All right, yeah, get in there, place him all back-to-back games non-stop. No worries, you're faster than train. What's that comment? You're faster than train. That's it. Get in there.
Pogba's injured for the whole
yeah.
season, right?
He'll be back before the World Cup. I think 10 days before.
What a
the World Cup.
coincidence. He's back for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna notice that when it comes closer to the World Cup, a lot of the big players are not gonna go into challenges and play. For some, it's inbuilt, but I think for some might back out a little bit and not want to get injured.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Van Dijk right
Specifically
now.
to their own team in the World Cup, like their own nationality, they're not gonna hurt anyone.
Oh, great. And you know, we have a week of like Man
What?
City, Arsenal, and Newcastle before the World Cup.
No.
Billionaire
God.
Boy Club. Eh? The Billionaire Boy
Hey,
Club.
FC
All
You're
billionaires.
telling me half of these
Sounds like
players
depression.
are going to be pulling out of tackles and 50-50s to protect themselves.
Hey, Man City's team might be in the same boat though.
Why?
Well, they got a
What
lot
was
of internationals as well.
Yeah, but to be honest, internationals, you'd expect the same thing. Like,
Yeah,
no one ever
It's-
takes
it's-
those qualifiers seriously.
yeah, it's the other teams, the Newcastles and. How's
I don't
Arsenal's
know.
team? Are they mixed at like half internationals? I'm not even sure.
Jesus and Gabriel didn't get called up to the Brazil
That's
national
deep, man.
friendlies.
Half the team's under
crazy.
23s.
Ziyech
Good
ball
for
on the
them,
Graham
though,
Potter.
because
Who's
they get
ready?
fitness. What?
Yes,
Ziyech
Ziyech
ball on
and
the Graham Potter. Who's
Pulisic.
ready?
Ziyech and Pulisic will ball
Hey,
out.
if he ends up playing at right wing, I am ready. If he's playing at right wing back, maybe not.
Alex is ready for the
But
sword.
you know what's happening with Ziyech? He's gonna time to Potter's gonna lay him on that long couch and have a good talk to him and see what's going on.
Hey, Ziyech scored a
Little
banger
bit of
against
therapy.
Brighton, so he
Yeah, we
knows.
got 5 subs
He's
anyway,
quality.
man. Everyone's coming on.
I remember
Honestly,
the
I
score,
thought he
man,
was
like, everyone looked pissed off.
Luke is a troll. Ziyech
Yeah,
is
I don't
here.
know why. That was.
I'm
so
not
weird.
sure, Alex. Come on, man.
What's up, Alex?
Hey,
Jump-
after that
jump on
last
the
game,
train, Alex.
Yeah, it's cool.
hey Habibi, after that last game, I thought you would have changed your.
Habibi, that's on the
Profile
Tuchel, man.
memory.
Tuchel tax. Tuchel tax.
So you were Tuchel out.
Fresh
You are shameless.
So we can actually blame you for getting Tuchel out, right?
Shameless.
Zero. Okay.
Left wing back tax, man. Come on. Let's do this.
Nah, man, we'll be all right.
Alex, jump
fam.
on the
We'll be
train,
all right.
Alex. Jump on the train.
Did you guys see Ziyech leave in the Leicester game to the dressing room and then come back mid-game? Apparently, he was probably one of the French players. That's crazy. Damn.
Wait, what?
He left in the Leicester game.
Yeah.
He just left to the dressing room, and then Jorginho went and called him back. I don't know why,
I didn't see that.
there was
Emotional intelligence is lacking. That's why.
He was crying.
Because he's a bitch.
Is it actually
Well, the
for
guy
that
went
reason?
toilet, man. Leave the guy alone.
You know for sure.
Ziyech, he called your guy a bitch. I wouldn't have that.
Listen,
Emotional
Leave
hemophiliacs.
my Moroccan bro alone, man.
What I'm saying is, jump on the train before it's too late.
The Ziyech
Well,
train.
you know what I always say to people that say that about the train, yeah? Get a bet slip, put some money on it, take a screenshot. When it comes back down, when Ziyech has got over 10 GAs, laugh at everyone's face.
Over
your
10
money.
GAs.
Ziya's train doesn't sound
In the Premier League, that's decent enough.
Shit, that's terrible.
No.
All competition, he'll get 15 GA.
Our strikers have
piss
lowered
poor
our
as well.
standards so far.
Are you
that
just
we're
throwing the
happy with
numbers
10
out
GA in
there
a
so you will be
What are
relevant
we
with
doing?
Ziyech?
Well, 15 GA safe
Imagine
as well.
Gio
It
is
is a safe
just
number.
just
throwing
5
the-
assists in a season and we're happy.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but he's not playing every flipping minute.
Bro.
Well, then,
Well,
There's
he's
a
not even
reason.
gonna get
how many
that.
There's
games?
He's
a
not even
reason
gonna
why
get that
he's
the way
not
things are
playing
going.
every flipping minute. There's the
He's not
reason
even gonna
why
get
he's
10
not playing
nothing
every
this
flipping
week for going,
minute.
so it's better than
20
zero.
GNA as a bare minimum.
All
is for a
competitions.
as an attacker. No, in the Premier League.
Just in the Premier League, bro. You're asking too much. Like,
What do
60
we
minutes
want to
is good.
do? We want to win the league, no?
Yeah, okay. I
But
second that.
this is what I want of my forwards as a minimum 20 GNA in the league in a season.
And Ziyech is almost hitting 30. He needs to hit that. It's his prime.
Lewis,
right
when's the
now,
last time we had that, Lewis?
You almost hit 30 when?
No, like
Hazard?
I'm saying, like age.
Well, there's your answer then. There's your answer, Lewis.
Like he's in
There's
his
your
prime
answer.
right now. I'm
Hazard
saying
was a
like,
Premier
he needs
League
to hit
winning
better
forward.
numbers.
There's your answer. You can't expect 20 goals from Ziyech if we haven't had that in 4 years.
No, it's because Ziyech,
So,
in my opinion,
so why we cannot? Hold on a second. Why we cannot have
It
it?
needs to be spread, man. We need to spread it like butter on the bread. We need Mount to get some. We need Reece James. I don't know why, but always gets some.
No,
We
it,
need man
it depends. Like for example, from Havertz, from now to the end of the season, I expect 20 GNA in the league minimum.
in the league
Because you're
from
selling
now,
£2 million
from now, with what he has already.
It's
Say that
just
again.
shit surrounded by
like
shit, and we're
DNA
saying they all lower each other, so our
Yeah, and
standards are
and the guy over here saying we need to spread that shit around.
Yeah, spread that shit around.
No, but here's
we
the
need to
problem.
spread,
It
we need
is
to spread
spread
goals
around.
around. Yes, but I can expect that my striker, and he is a striker, who's £72 million to be getting 20 GNA in this team, considering Mount got that last year, I think, or nearly
We're
that.
talking about Ziyech, not Kai Havertz.
I'm talking about any of these attackers.
We're
Like,
talking
it's the
about any
same
of them.
with
Come on,
Aubameyang.
those
Yeah,
Our
That's
yeah,
how most of these
standards for the
attackers-
forwards
Aubameyang and
in
Broja need to
general,
get the goals, and
if
then
you are a
also
starting forward, you should be trying to get 20 GNA in a season.
try
Mount
and
and
get.
Havertz should be.
And
We're
the
not
thing
a
is,
player that
Not even,
starts
not even
one
trying,
in
you should be
20
achieving
games.
it.
Right,
You know what,
right.
actually,
If everyone got 20 GNA, if everyone got it, all like
we
6
would be
of them,
winning the league.
we'll more than win the league. If Sterling got that, Aubameyang got that, Broja got that, Havertz got that, Ziyech
No,
got that,
because
Pulisic
some
got
would
that, we'll win the
some would
league.
get majority assists, some would get majority finishes.
Yeah, yeah, we'll win the league.
It would be
Sure.
fun.
We'll win the league and some more, bro.
Let's take the GNA out of it, though. You don't even have to hit mad GNA if you're having a positive effect on every game. You can finish the season with like 10 GNA in the league or something, or in all comps, if you're having a positive effect on every single game that we play.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Then the
Villian
others
stats.
numbers.
Like Firmino. Like Firmino didn't get mad GNA for Liverpool, but he had a positive effect on basically every game he played for them.
Facts. Scott's
True. Man, this is why we gotta love this channel, man. We go back and forth on all types of shit, man. What are you saying?
I
You about to
expect-
say something?
I
Paul.
expect from.
What are you saying,
I
NBA?
Yeah, I think all my. I think all the, huh?
It's like
Here's someone
Hazard.
eating
It's
some
like Hazard.
Bro, Hazard is Chelsea's best ever transfer. He's still making us money to this day.
No, but I'm saying it's like Hazard. Like his stats weren't always up there, but he was making crazy impact.
They were all competitions. They were up there. Maybe not in the Premier League one season, but all competitions he was always up there. Even he was good at everything, man. Just the other day, I was seeing these guys line up for free kicks. I'm like, none of you are scoring free kicks. Stop
the thing
comparing
with
with each other. You're not Hazard and Willian.
The thing with Hazard, even if he doesn't score
OG
or
Hazard.
assist, he will still affect the game. None of our attackers, if they get GA, will affect the game like that.
All right, I see what you're
Not
saying.
used to. Not
See
used
that
to
with
with the
Mount.
pressing. Not used to.
Oh yeah, Mount used to, but
Mount, I
Used
think
to.
Mount this season we got 20 plus.
What do you
GNA.
expect?
Same
They're
thing
not
with
good
Gvardiol.
enough.
Is Mount the new Dele Alli? Is he just gonna go way downhill?
He's just average as shit. We need to accept.
Bro, he
Nah,
got
he's
21 in
not.
the Premier League last season. GNA, bro.
He's
Now just
average as shit.
No, he's not. He's a good player.
Yes, no,
He's a
he's
good
average.
player.
Okay,
He
okay.
played good
What's his
last
best
season.
attribute?
I think.
Yeah.
That silence is so peak. That silence is
No,
so.
no one can tell me his best attribute.
Who Mounts?
Yeah,
Yo,
he's
Lewis, that picture I sent you,
meant
Lewis.
to be his creativity, but
Pressing.
that's disappeared.
Pressing,
Right now,
cool.
he is only a presser. Literally,
Can I take
just a
another?
presser.
Can I take another one, please? You said pressing.
No, but that's it. Right now, all
I
he
think-
offers you is a press, and that's it.
I
He should be
cool.
pointless.
I
He
think
loses
Mount's
the ball too much.
Big
Like
up
his
Sullivan.
decision making's not good enough. His
I think
crossing
he's good
isn't
at- I
good
think he's good
enough.
at passing.
I think
He
he's good at
shoots
collecting
way
the ball,
too
but he just
quickly.
doesn't do it a lot.
Passing.
That's
I
it.
think he's. I think
Give him a time.
ball
He
retention.
hasn't crossed it in this season. Not well.
No, I mean from like corners and stuff.
Oh yeah. That's a set piece. Yeah. Remember him? Who was it? Him, Reese, and Ziyech were like who to take the free kick. Was it those three? It was those three.
Yeah.
We
I was
don't.
like,
Do we
Ziyech
even
took
have other than Ziyech? I don't think we have a great free kick taker anyway. in the
bro,
squad.
he's not
On my
going to
list.
do it last minute. Score free. He's not Drogba.
Gallagher?
He's not Guy Williams.
I'm not
Gallagher.
asking Mount
Yeah.
to do that. I'm asking Mount to be able to watch runners and actually make a quick pass on the ball. I'm asking Mount to have good decision making.
I think he
Marcos
can do
Alonso,
that.
we miss you.
I think he needs to look up. He needs to look up
Mount.
more often.
You're asking
Have
too
a
much, man.
consistent
Mount.
set piece routine.
All I'd ask from Mount is that whenever he gets within the 18-yard box, to not try and smash it at 100 miles an hour towards the goal.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
there's another guy 5 yards away who's making a very good run that's just been ignored.
Yo, listen, I think you should check what I sent you.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's
No, I was gonna say. I
Mount.
think that
Share it to the
the
people.
I think Havertz is more closer to getting to the
Oh
Dele
my
Alli kind of
God.
decline, even though it's
No,
not
no,
controversial,
no.
but he's played the same
No,
position
no.
at Dele, and like he loses the ball a
And
lot,
they're
just
both
like
trash.
Dele
Big
did.
up Sylvanus as well. Appreciate that.
Big up,
But
big up.
I still trust in Havertz.
Don't compare Havertz to Dele Alli. Everyone on our team to become Dele Alli the way you're going, man. Havertz
Has James
is
scored a free kick for us?
They play the
No,
same position,
no.
and he's making the
must
same
have.
kind of. He has the same habits as
He has-
Dele, but he kind of like tries to beat a man, and he just can't do it.
Our
This
last
stuff.
free
I don't
kick
want him to go
goes
that
Marcos
route.
Alonso.
I
Yeah.
love Havertz. I want him to be successful, but he's struggling a lot right now, and he needs to maybe get
He'll
dropped
be
for a
okay.
while.
He needs to be
Don't
consistent.
worry about that German, man. Worry about Mount.
Not too.
So now I'm worried about both of them, bro.
Like Dele and Havertz play the same position.
You're
They both
worried
play
about a
second
lot of our
striker.
players, man.
I thought
Yeah,
Havertz was
because
alright
I
in the
only
last game.
trust Thiago Silva, Kovacic,
Sterling.
Reece James, and that's it.
Sterling,
Oh
not-
yeah, Sterling. With the new signings, you have to wait
Yeah,
and
he's
see how
new.
they play.
All right,
What
cool.
about
Talking
cool.
about
Jorginho?
right now, the only three are Kovacic, James, and Thiago Silva.
What about
No
Jorginho?
Kepa.
I think
No,
Cucurella
Jorginho's
too a little
been
bit.
poor this season. We've been talking
Grade
about
5,
this.
man.
Hey, to
Same
be
as
fair,
the rest of the midfield, same as the entire attack except Sterling.
Havertz did look a lot better next to a striker. I know that game was.
He did, yeah.
He looked good against
I agree with
what's
that.
it called, Zagreb. He did look good
Yeah.
in that game. I'll give
So
him
And
I
even
have
before
some
that,
hope.
he was
I have some
poor.
hope
He
there.
needs to shoot quicker. He needs to
No,
shoot
because
quicker.
I don't turn based on one game. I need
needs to shoot
consistency,
quicker
not like
and
flashes of
harder.
brilliance.
No,
He's
no,
not- he's
I
not
know. I'm
shooting
just
quick.
and now it might change, but if he plays a similar role, I'm a bit hopeful that he'll improve.
I think Potter
He
knows
just
that he's
fair
the
decision making,
second
end
striker.
product, and finishing as well. Same as
We'll
Mount.
put
yeah.
a play 2 strikers though.
He might
Maybe.
do like
Yeah.
55
I
too.
don't know what to expect with him really. Like it all depends on what we see.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he
I think we'll see
I
changes.
think
more
we'll
from
play
him.
something similar to the way we've already played, though. I don't expect there to be too much change initially.
Look, he's got his style, but he changes depending on his opponent, just like a lot of fighters do. Some of them got their style, but they could change up their game. I'm gonna wrestle more for this guy. I'm gonna do. He could do that, and hopefully, just beat Man City, man. If you beat Man City, win to the quarterfinals, the momentum goes up.
I hear
We
that.
can do
And John
it.
as well. Kova is injured a lot, but when he plays, you can see how good of a player is. Like the last game against Zagreb, he still did not look match fit, and he absolutely controlled the midfield and was one of our only bright sparks in that game. That is the quality right there. That's why I can back Kovacic, even though I do agree he is way too injury prone.
Oh my days! What's this guy saying, bro? Daniel Potter's Magical Blues. Hater.
No, but no. I get it, because you can't rely on him because he's
Respect
not
the super chat,
available.
innit?
Our problem with the midfield is that we don't have enough players to deal with Kovacic and Kante when they're out injured, and we rely too heavily on them as a result. If we had gotten a Savic, if we had gotten an Alvarez, for example, as well
Declan
as
Rice.
Zakaria,
Forget Declan Rice, man. Don't say that 100 million name.
but if we did that, if Kante and Kovacic come out with injuries, we are okay because we have very strong depth in the midfield. We don't have that right now. Now our season all defines on whether Kante and Kovacic can stay fit again.
Or if
Zakaria balls out.
But we don't know. I can't speak on Zakaria.
Of course.
I think the way Cover
even
plays,
even better.
yeah, Cover doesn't play in an injury-prone way. He just gets injured. It happens sometimes. Kante plays in a way you're like, this brother's going to get injured soon.
That's true. Yeah,
no, they're both just as injury-prone as each other.
Because they both invite.
And he's younger.
Injuries.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think we rushed a lot of the midfields last season because we desperately needed them. So
one good thing for Georgie not going to the World Cup is that he'll be rested and he'll be good to go. But he needs to improve. He needs to improve though.
He's still
off of it.
Definitely does. But same thing with like 80% of the squad.
Yeah, man, I hear that.
Yeah, true.
Watch how Mount, scores like 4 goals, 5 goals in the World Cup. And we'll be like, what is he doing there scoring? And he's going to do nothing for us.
I don't know. I wouldn't know whether to be happy or fuming. I
Maguire,
was
it's like
going to
Maguire,
say
isn't
4
it?
goals when we come back to football. I was thinking, yes, please. If anything, to give me a chance to believe in these players. It's just I haven't seen anything.
Always believe.
Southgate will kill
Maybe a
Mount
manager
in the World
bounce.
Cup. He'll play Mount like left wing.
And you think he'll pop there?
Nah,
Should play him on the bench.
Nah, Mount will start.
No, he will. Watch. Southgate has favouritism as well.
Yeah, he'll start for
Mount will start,
Yeah.
but he should be on the bench.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
He's not better than the other midfield options. Is he not better than the attacking options we have?
Who is the midfield?
I'm having a midfield of Bellingham, Phillips, and probably
Right.
Honestly, if Madison gets called up, he should get it.
I don't want it to be Rice, but probably
So
would be Rice.
you'd have Calvin Phillips as a Mount.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
But if you just think about
I
Mount
love
last
the way
season,
how Scott says yes.
Yeah, but wait, hold
No
on. Has Phillips even
hesitation.
played?
Do you guys think Mount's better than Madison?
No.
Yes.
last season he was statistically he was
Right
as
now,
good.
no.
Right.
I'd
Okay.
say the only two.
And Madison had good
midfielders-
stats last year too.
In my opinion, the only two English midfielders better than Mount are Foden and Bellingham.
Bellingham, no, but let's see how he does this season.
Bellingham had a higher ceiling, but I don't know right now.
That's a good point. Actually, yeah, that's a point. He's not going to get in the team, but I'm 100% playing Madison in that midfield over
Sancho's in that team as well. Watch.
I'm playing a midfield three actually of Bellingham, Phillips, and Madison.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Scott. Madison's should be in the cam position for sure. But Madison's not getting called up though. Like he's less.
Walker's going to take Trent's position still for the World Cup. Reece James obviously going to play.
Yeah, Reece James starting.
Sterling
might play centre back.
Sterling on the left.
Always there, man.
Sack on the right.
Maguire's going to play for England. I keep forgetting that. That makes me laugh. That makes me chuckle.
Yeah, Maguire's going to.
It's actually good for him.
I know, him and Stones, bro.
No, I think Tomori might start.
Oh, shoot.
No.
I forgot about that, brother.
I don't think he's going to start. No.
No, it depends what he does in Champions League. Depends on what he does in Champions League. He drew his
All right. These conversations start to go nowhere, so...
Bro, if you're not in the World Cup, fam, don't hate, man. Just
no
because
worries, bro. Take care of yourself, man.
Go to sleep.
Take care, Alex.
I'll see you later.
Take care, bro. Bless.
Deck, man, you're Australian, bro. Are you not repping the World Cup?
About Mount.
Yeah.
If he was to rap.
Let's go, Aussies.
Big up to the... who do they even have? Name me three of their players quickly. Name me three Australian players. Viduka, Harry Kill, Cahill, they're all retired.
I wish they were playing. Need a second. We got to struggle him,
What were you
Dukes.
saying on Mount?
Yeah, if
Mount is going to be in England and he's a doing Maguire. He's going to play well for them. And then they come to Chelsea and be like,
well, hopefully we fucking win something. It would be nice.
What are we ranking?
For once.
If he was to rank all the England CMs, where would Mount be?
in Southgate's mind or by our opinion?
Your opinion.
By our opinion or like...
Yeah, your opinion.
I could read
And wait, hang
Southgate's
on.
mind.
Can we say all of them? Like, can we define
all
all
of
of
them?
them? Like,
Yeah, all of them.
Take care, Moya.
Or
Left.
let's
care,
say
Maya.
all of them
So
have the
Maya.
ability to be in the squad.
What was the
Including
other
Jordan
options?
Henderson.
Bellingham, Rice.
Henderson's been out of form this season.
Smith
Is
Rowe.
Henderson not the captain of the squad of England?
Rowe.
he's above
No.
Henderson.
Oh, Rice. Lewis said Rice,
I'm
bro.
above Smith Rowe.
Yeah, he's above
I
Smith
would.
Rowe.
Oh, about Rowe.
Eze.
Yeah,
Eze's
put
not
him
getting
above
in.
Eze.
Oh, that
Eze's
midfield's
not
too
getting
stacked, bro. That
He's
midfield's
a
too
winger.
stacked.
Bellingham, Rice.
Yeah, he only plays two in the
I'm not putting him
midfield.
over.
Eze's a baller.
Yeah, Eze, you're right. I forgot. I mean, that Zaha is now he's Ivory Coast. What's his name? Sterling is going to get in, obviously.
Who's the Aston Villa guy? Ramsey.
Which Villa one?
Ramsey.
Which Villa one?
Ramsey, I swear. Yeah, he's alright.
Greedy. How about Jack Grealish? You forgot about the spread, though.
Yeah, I'd say Mount's a comfortable third.
He's not gonna play left wing though. He's not gonna play in the midfield.
He is nowhere near third. He's nowhere near
Scott,
third.
don't be surprised when Southgate starts him. Just don't be like, oh, what is he
No,
doing?
I'm not. Like, I'm under no illusion that Mount is going to start, but
For
he
me-
shouldn't because he's average.
The only two midfielders that can really chat to Mount right now are
Sancho.
Foden.
Based on what? Are you doing this based on
4 minutes.
stats? Doing this based on actual ability? Like, what are we doing this on?
Ability wise.
Form.
Ability wise, he's comfortable. No, ability wise, he's near the bottom.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'll go back and ask the same question. No, I'll go back and ask the same question I asked earlier. While pressing, what does he excel at? What's a comfort?
Set pieces and some basic passes.
His set pieces are terrible.
Yeah.
Check out Vince Footy. Apparently, Tuchel and Rio had a conversation.
No way, man, like Rio.
If you want to put that up on the screen,
Yeah, one
you know, Blue
Full
Footy.
interview.
Don't put the sound on.
I don't know if this is an interview. Yeah, I did an interview.
Oh,
Yeah, I
is
just
it?
put it on.
Is it BT Sport?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
No.
James Ward-Prowse as well.
I don't know what channel, but it's this Blue Footy. The FD account was posting about it. But I don't know where they did the interview at.
You know, I want to move on from all this. I'm like, can we stop talking about my ex-girlfriend like so much? Like, fucking hell, like.
It just
Can
keeps
we move
popping
on?
up on our feed though. Like,
He always features like this is the longest
Ferdinand
lasting.
spoke with him days before his sacking, not after.
oh, is it like
Oh, yeah.
this part of that?
And Rio,
I think-
apparently, Rio
I think
Ferdinand
before the
knew.
summer.
Rio
What did
did
he
it.
say?
John Terry knew.
He said, I met him and I did an interview with him just prior to that about his Chelsea team and the way it's structured and his plans going forward. It was just really mad and surreal when I heard the news coming through because the way he was talking to me on and off screen, it was like he was delighted to be there. He said it was as much of a surprise to the coaching staff as it was to everyone outside.
Yeah.
He said that there's hands-on and there's too much. From what I hear, they were getting their nose into things that should be left to a manager.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons Todd Bowley as well.
Yeah,
and
that was
sacked-
just
one of the reasons Todd
Gotcha.
Bowley sacked
Yeah,
Tuchel
thank you.
because
Yeah, that's hard, man.
I don't think Tuchel really believes in the youth, and I think that's what motivates Todd Bowley. People might not like it, but it is what it is.
Who was
I
the most
respect the way
effective
to
person?
switch that into the youth. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Nah, but it's clear that Todd Bowley wants to build a process with younger
Sure, mate.
players.
Lalina.
Like you wouldn't be buying players.
Yeah,
like
but Tuchel also wanted to do that as well.
No, he didn't. Tuchel showed no signs of actually trusting in youth other than Mount and James. If we're keeping it real.
Not the youth, but a long-term project, yes.
Oh yeah, but true.
He thought he was part of the
Just
project,
think
didn't it?
you're only focused on the youth.
Well,
So-
youth helps, innit?
Wait, so Pokedoki, is that what we're doing now?
Of course. Why would you sign players like Chukwemeka, Selena, Casadai if you're not building a project?
Why re-sign Kante for then?
Huh?
Why
Because Kante
re-sign
helps.
Kante?
Because Kante helps as well.
Yeah, but he's not young. Look at his age.
Yeah, but you don't have a full young team, obviously.
Where's
And
Chukwemeka
sometimes
going to play?
The back
If you're
room.
building a
is
young
important.
team, you can get rid of all these other players then,
Like who?
like Kante.
Yeah, but Kante has a backroom presence. Like everyone always talks about it. He's a glue. We need him.
And Kante don't play every game. Like,
I'm pretty sure Kante doesn't say a word.
No, but the way, bro, everyone that leaves the club, they always say, "Oh, the best person is Kante." Everyone always says Kante is the best person in the club.
I'm not making this
all the
point.
guys, see-
I'm saying what Pokodoku's saying. He's saying that we're going to focus on youth now.
I never said
So-
that. I
We're
never
gonna
said
get both. We're gonna get both. I don't think we'll ever be a fully youth team ever
Yeah,
again.
I never said that. So listen to what I
Yeah,
said.
Bowley
first.
likes his stars too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I never,
Name
I
off.
never said it. I never said it would be fully youth. If you listen to me, but
Then what are you saying? That's what I was asked.
Huh?
Then what are you saying? That's what I
I
asked.
said Bowley wants to build a project including youth.
I thought we were doing
Yeah,
that, weren't we?
that's good. That's good.
No, he
Everyone-
wasn't.
But anyway,
Ilias, you lot ain't winning shit either, bro.
well,
Big up.
Ilias, bro, stop hating, bro. The bloodline.
Nice, bro.
Tuchel tried to ignore
What team
it.
do you support?
He's Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
They're in a worse state
Good
than
old
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
All right, so we
Definitely.
have to play Liverpool.
I thought Ilias is a Man United fan.
This is the best time to
They're
play
going
Liverpool.
Coquelins too.
If it
Oh,
gets
100%.
moved, it's scary.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yo, big
I
up,
hope we
guys.
do.
I'm out of it. Big up.
Take care, Jay, man. Holla at me, man.
We're
Holla at
only
me,
going to be
man.
on for a few more minutes. So, anyone in the comments, you guys got anything else you want to ask, we can run that. Or if anyone
I'm
else got
just
anything they want to talk about, we can go into it.
I was
But
saying because
Lewis, I gotta go to work. Thank you so much, Lewis. Take care,
Let's,
guys.
bro. No worries.
Appreciate
No
it.
worries.
this is the best time to catch Liverpool, and if the game gets moved, it's not looking easy, man.
The biggest question I see is people
Yeah.
saying, why do we sell Gilmour? Like, we sold him, it's done, and we'll probably buy him back. And if we do, that'll be like, we'll be an
Tuchel
idiot.
sold him, that's it. We move on.
No, but remember Kevin De Bruyne? We could have signed him back again, and we should have took him back from Wolfsburg.
Could
But
we?
I digress. That's a lesson learned.
I
The whole-
think Gilmour wants to go.
No. What
No
I
one
heard,
wants Gilmour.
no, Gilmour wanted to stay. But
No,
Tuchel,
but
no.
players push for the move, man. He pushed for the loan. He pushed
Yeah,
for the move. the guy
he pushed for the.
he
pushed for the
pushed for the
move.
loan because he wanted to play, and he didn't even get that at Norwich, whichever way it turned out. Of course, he wants to do that again.
No, he pushed for a move, a permanent, because Tuchel said he's not in his plans.
Apparently, Tuchel encouraged him to leave.
Yes, because he wasn't in his plans.
Yeah.
If you say to a player, you're not in his plans, why would he ask for a loan? Come on, let's not be silly now.
Well, he's in his plans. Just
No, he's
You know,
not. Tuchel.
you're not gonna have a starting time.
Tuchel said that he wasn't fussed if Gilmour got sold.
When you
He
got a massive
didn't
squad like that,
rate
yeah.
Gilmour. He didn't rate Gilmour like that. Why
Okay.
should he stay? Because no one knew at that time Tuchel was
Just
going to get
prove
sacked.
yourself. Prove
Hey,
yourself.
Pokodoku.
How can you prove
He went
yourself
for
if a
9
manager don't
million.
rate
No
you?
one else didn't
Wait
rate
for
him
the
as
right
well.
Opportunity. There's a lot of games before the World Cup. There would be opportunities.
Would there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
We're playing 2 games a week from now until mid-November. Week in, week out. Players can drop like flies, especially with our midfield. Ruben, Kante, Kovacic, they're all injury prone.
Yeah, but
He would have
does-
had game time.
I don't, man.
No, he would have. The injuries are going to
With
increase.
all his injuries, yeah.
All 3 of them were already injured at one point in the season already.
But I'm just saying, if you're not going to put your trust into a player, then why should a player put their trust back into you?
Because the player hasn't done anything to warrant that. Well, you think a few Man of the Match awards does it?
That stuff is not his fault, though. Come on.
Yeah, because he's a young, inexperienced player who needs to show his ability.
He has shown his ability.
Not
times.
consistently. We
Yes,
sent
but-
him on loan to Norwich, and he
Which was a
didn't
poor
do
move.
anything.
Which was a poor move.
But he still didn't do anything. It's
Yeah,
not
didn't
like,
pop
oh, you
off
had
it.
a bad move. Let's throw you into a bigger team and see how you cope.
Bro, I watched a lot of Match of the Day, yeah, and Gilmour played a lot of football, bro. He did, you know what I'm saying? I watched Match of the Day all the way through, and I'm saying, I don't think Gilmour will ever come back to Chelsea. Sorry, Poco.
Gilmour has the ability to play for Chelsea.
I don't think,
Yeah, he
maybe.
did have the ability, and he wanted to leave.
Had.
Yeah, because Tuchel forced him out. That's it. That's
Tuchel
simple.
didn't force him out. He
He
could have
did.
stayed.
He wanted to leave.
You make Tuchel sound evil, bro. Like,
No,
get out
I
of it.
love Tuchel, but I'm just saying that's the situation.
Bro, the kid wants to play. He knows what's
I
best for his
just hurt
career.
because fucking Gilmour's gone, and I understand it. I would have loved to see him succeed.
No, he'll be back. He'll be back. Don't worry. I've got my sources in it. He'll be back.
Yeah, Chelsea youth, I bet.
What are you
No,
sources?
don't worry, man. Don't worry. Like
You might as well tell us, because you told us who was winning the Ballon d'Or. You might as well tell us,
No, not this year.
secrets of that.
Next year, then. Next year.
Yeah, so you didn't hold that information, so you might as well let this one out.
Huh?
You didn't hold the Ballon d'Or information back, so why are you holding this one back for?
What information?
The Ballon d'Or one.
Yeah. Well, the Ballon d'Or doesn't come with a source. It's just my prediction.
Alright.
Or
yeah, you made it sound
did you not clock it? And plus, Lewis put the tweet on stream, so just go back in it.
Yeah, I can't be bothered to fish that tweet back out because it's nothing.
It was something. If you apply.
Oh yeah, didn't your sources say Tuchel would keep Gilmour?
Did I say that?
Apparently you did.
If you can find receipts for me saying that, I don't remember saying that.
If we find the receipts, I don't think you ever come back.
I don't remember me saying that, but yeah.
You know what would happen when we find those receipts? You locked up, dickhead. But yeah, you know what? It's a good enough time to wrap up the stream. Big up everybody that has been locked in. Can't believe we managed to get to 2 hours. Tomorrow we'll do the Chelsea and Salzburg preview if that game doesn't get cancelled by then, but we'll see. Big up Afro Thunder saying big up the panel. CFC OG and Deck do a show. Big up yourself, my guy. Appreciate the donation.
Wait, one last question.
Yes, Deck, you got a YouTube now?
Would any of you guys take
you guys do a show together?
No, does Deck have a channel? I'll jump on.
Would any of you guys take Alvarez and Rice as DM options in one squad?
100 mil.
Depends on the money, bro.
But you guys, wait, hold on. Would you spend 90 more on Gvardiol?
No, that's 70. Watch how it comes out at 70 at the end.
I heard you say, Lewis, you would spend 90 on Gvardiol.
I'd say I understand it, but like 90 million is a lot.
Okay, fair enough.
I feel like you might go for more when everyone wants him next season.
Yeah, because they're making a bidding war over that now.
Yeah.
Is what it is, though. Is what it is. Big up everyone. Like, subscribe.
But we got to leave our call in it, so we don't need him in it.
Hopefully he does well. Up the Chelsea.
Yeah, young John Terry.